Okay, so just a word of warning, guys. This might be a bit of a rocky stream, as this is the first time I'm streaming on my new computer. It is not performing quite to how I was wanting, but it is performing well when I'm not near a lot of entities. But in any case, great to see you all. I hope that you all are having a fantastic Easter weekend. Great to see you all. Technically Explosive, Pickle Knight, Dunkel Ostios, Von Tool, Bits, Diblio the Hobbit, and Pirate Lord. Great to see you all. But yeah, hopefully we're going to have some fun today. I am uploading at a very high bitrate, so some of you might experience some lag. There we go. Gotta do that. There we go. And it looks like The bottom of my screen is a little bit wobblish. Let's see what's going on here. Minecrafts, why you do this? There we go. I guess we'll just kind of center it like that. Okay. Let's figure out why Minecraft is not... There we go. That's what we wanted. And that is really bad FPS. Goodness gracious. Okay, so I gotta figure this out, guys. What is going on that is causing my computer to destroy itself? But yeah, great to see you all. Like I said, this is gonna be a pretty rocky stream today, as I am trying to sort out why this is going on, because my everything seems to be right where it's supposed to be. Rescale output, I think that might have been the issue. But yeah, hey there, Dice, welcome, and Karmishi, welcome, guys. Are you all able to hear me pretty well? Is the mic doing well? Like, is it in any bit unclear or staticky or anything? Again, it's the first time I set that up over here, so there's a lot of things I'm still trying to sort out. Okay, that was weird. I got like 105 FPS and then I'm like 22 FPS again. What is going on here? My display is correct. Rockier stone. But yeah, I don't understand why my FPS is killing me. I think it might have something to do with an in-game setting, possibly. Either that or it is my streaming software is somehow not doing too well. But yeah, let me go ahead and turn off the overlay so you guys can see what's going on here. Let me go ahead and move that over so you guys can see that. There we go. But as you can see, like, I get all over the place. I'm getting like 23 FPS. Like, you know, this is a 1080 graphics card right now, and I'm getting 23 FPS. So I know there has to be something in here causing that. It's not smooth lighting. I just updated the drivers just before the stream. Maybe it has something to do with the OBS and how it's recording. Because I'm uploading at a bit rate about 1500 more than my usual. My internet is fine. My CPU is fine. I don't see what the issue is. Hey there, Derry. We are experiencing some issues here. See, it's something with the chunk updates. I press escape, and then my FPS goes way up, which, you know, it doesn't really matter at that point, but still, there has to be something somewhere that is causing this. I don't think that's it. Graphics fancy can't be it. Shaders, maybe it's just something in performance. Some kind of mode that just is conflicting with my... I just don't see it though. Let me try going to smaller screen. That is it. Now I'm getting 150 FPS. Let me turn this to shaders. All I had to do was go out of full screen. It seems like now it's just fine. That's weird. Okay, so now we're at 60 FPS. All I had to do was exit full screen mode. Alright, well, I mean, if that's all I have to do, I'll take it. And it's just a small windowed border that, you know, it doesn't really make a huge difference one way or the other. But, yeah, let's turn that overlay back on there. And let's see what's going on. So, Lumiere is coming along, as you can see. Lots of new details and new things that we have been adding in. We got the new manor houses around. We got the chandelier. We got this farmer and that farmer. These are officially farmers. All right, now I'm getting 38, but it's still bearable. But as you can tell, the overall cohesion is coming together. Lots and lots of things that we got to be doing. Got to figure out details for back here. Got to come up with something to do with this area. I'm sure that we'll figure that out. And yeah, I don't think it's render distance. And also, it is like, look at this. Like, when I go out here, I'm getting like 60, 70, 80 FPS when I'm not looking at my plot. But then I go back here, and I look at Lumiere, and it drops drastically down to about 40 or so. And I suppose there's really no way around that. I mean, I got a workhorse of a GPU, but it's just, I don't think there's really any way around just the lag that Reforged causes. Hey, Silent Scale, welcome to the stream. We can also change shaders to something maybe a little less resource intensive. I would suppose, I know Whereas is a very non-resource intensive shader, so let's try that. And at this point, I am getting about 60 FPS right now with Whereas, but I don't really like Whereas. Whereas shaders are, oh, I don't know, they're not too bad. The interiors, if I remember correctly, are not that good. They annoy me. Actually, no, Whereas isn't that bad. I think it was just the how the color on my other monitor was. It just didn't work out. Oh, I'm definitely not turning shaders off. I mean, that's what really gives these streams a pop. But yeah, it seems like this shader specifically is a little bit more, a little bit easier to run. But yeah, non-resource intensive shaders are great for recording and such. But in any case, we're gonna be working on, I think, this area. We might focus on the house here. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about, should we work on the house here, the interior? Should we start working on the detail around back, detail around front? I think all of this is done over here. Pretty certain everything is done. And any of the underground stuff that we've started, for example, this little cavey cave thing right here. Also, the water really sucks in this shader. Well, it doesn't suck, it's just not amazing. Not amazing. That's alright. Go in here, looks pretty good. But are you guys able to see the stream all right? Like, that's a major thing, is the quality of the stream better than it usually is? And if so, let me know. That will at least be console for not being able to get full 60 FPS like I want. Detail around the back and the front. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be like that rat cave right here. I think what we're gonna have is the farmer's gonna have built like a cage door here or something, and it's going to keep the rats out or something like that. So I think that'll be all right. It's gonna be like a little rat nest down here, and maybe some other miscellaneous secrets along this cave as it leads down deeper underground, where even darker and more sinister mysteries will lie. Quality is popping. That's what I like to hear. All right, so yeah, so let's get around to building. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the replays because that is what we do. There it is. And back. Hey there, Mare2Kaz, how you doing? No, we're not doing underground tonight there, Jacomi. Not today. That will be another stream some other time. But for today, we are going to be working here. Let me go ahead and do time set 6,000. This might be way too bright, though. Actually, no, that's not bad. I mean, as long as you're not looking at it from way up above, even that doesn't look too bad. But it does look great down here. I was thinking something, the reason why the shaders isn't causing so much lag, because the grass doesn't seem to have, or does it? Yeah, it might actually. What if I did this? What if we turn on animations and turn off terrain animations? There we go. Oh yeah, so that is it. Where is it? Are those moving? Yeah, they're still moving. Okay. So yeah, turning terrain animation I think will actually be really nice. Working on more maps. Nice. What maps are you working on now? All right, so we do have a garden for this guy. So his garden is right there. What other miscellaneous things does a manor house need? I need a place for them to go pooty-doo. So I suppose somewhere over here would be sufficient. So we'll go ahead and place a few blocks around back here and just throw in a little pooty-doo spot right there. I think we might make it so that it kind of, yeah, that'll be all right. We also need to wall this in. So I'll go ahead and smash that away right there. Take that out. Because we definitely want to keep this walled in type of, well, you know, type of thing. All the way around. I think we'll go ahead and make it some more of like a barrier wall here to keep the hillside from collapsing in. A map of Arda, nice. Man, they really got you working on that Arda stuff, don't they? Is it commissioned by Artacraft? A place to wash clothes, chop wood. Ah, yes, a place to wash clothes and chop wood. Now, maybe this farmer has something special about him because it is a really nice manor house. The only thing that kind of takes us kind of out of the zone is this right here. The roof color doesn't really seem to be popping as it should be. So I think we might go ahead and change that roof color. Possibly. Alright, so let's just go ahead and throw in some path blocks around here. Kind of go out here. A bench under the trees to relax. That's a good idea. Hey, Tiger Bread. I'm doing great. They're reading the Cimmerillion right now. Oh, nice. But yeah, that's awesome, man. Getting commissions. That's going to bring you one step closer to your dream. And I'm proud of that. Proud of you. Very proud of you. Alright. Am I missing anything? What am I doing? We are working on some details around back here. Trying to sort out some, well, details. What else needs to be said? But yeah, we're getting pretty close to finishing up this episode here. There's not too much left for us to do. We just got to kind of finish up the open spots in this area. Finish the whatever that's called, the stream, all the way up to about where we're going to end this episode, which is going to be right about there. And then, but yeah, we're getting there. Am I the only one who builds in single player? I'm building in single player. It looks like multiplayer because of the plots, but it's because it's downloaded from a multiplayer world there, Dice. I don't play on multiplayer because it gets complicated for me, so I prefer to be more on a single player level. Alright, so we do not want the shadows, and I think Snow Layers fixes shadows, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. That's what I like to see. Beautiful. I don't think we're going to have all mossy back there, of course. I think what we're going to do is go ahead and grab a few of these soft gravel blocks. I do like this stuff back there. I just think that having a little bit of a, you know, something like this, I don't even know what it would be called, a little bit of a gradient underneath the porch is always a nice little thing. Possibly even put in like a little bit of detail back there. Like I would imagine they'd probably throw some firewood in there, or maybe some just like wood that they haven't used or won't use, and it would be kind of sullied and old and just, you know, something that would have been back there for a long time. So I'm just gonna say something like this probably will do. Just a little like random detail. How far are you from being done with Lumiere? Quite a while there, Pickle Knight. We're finishing up this corner right now. That's going to be finished probably in the next few streams, and then we're going to do the Lord's Residence, so that's going to be completed in the next episode. Then we're going to go back underground for probably another 50 hours or 60 hours, maybe more than that. What did I miss? No, not too much there, Django. We just started, so don't feel like you missed anything, because you have not. Just kind of throwing blocks around, and you know, the usual. There we go. And I suppose we could put like a lantern kind of just right there. I don't know, that doesn't look right. Something that looks like it's just been there for a while. Maybe even that. Like, that kind of looks like some kind of like thing that hasn't been used for a while, I would say. I don't see why we can't use it. And then we'll just kind of keep going like that, and good to go. Milne, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, caves are tough stuff. Caves take like 100 streams, the farms take 10. I know, right? It's just the cave stuff just takes so long because I don't just use World Edit to texture the walls and everything. I really try to go the extra mile. Now, if I didn't go the extra mile, it would not take as long. But I like doing it. It makes the overall experience just more satisfactory for myself. So, you know, when you're an artist, you do happy little things everywhere, and you just do whatever, you know, you feel like needs to be there. And as an artist, you have that capability of making those decisions. And that's what I like doing little things here and there. But anyways, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna build, have some fun. That's what we do. Hard Sylvanus. Yes, it has been a while. How are you? Great to see you again. Welcome back. We have a lot going on today. A lot going on all the time, actually. There's never a time, well, seemingly never a time that I'm not doing something randomly different. Just another farmer. I've missed another house. It looks like just another farmer. Yeah, it's just another farmer manor thing. I just kind of envision, even though the popular kind of view of farmers is that they're these poor folks that are just kind of there, and you know, they just kind of provide for the, you know, the greater good and things of that nature. I kind of imagine these farmers around Lumiere to be just, you know, richer folk that are, you know, they still do the hard labor, but they are well compensated and well provided for. Stairs. We also had the idea that they would possibly just be like the richer folk that would live around Lumiere, and then they would have hired help come in from across the lands. But I kind of like the idea that these are specifically the farmers and their families, and they do all the work, and they just live very, very lavishly. That is my desire for this area. Alright, let's put a flower pot right there. Why not? Because we like flowers, am I right? Am I right? I like flowers at least. I do want to put one of these bad boys in here somewhere, but I just don't know if that's going to really do us any good. Because we can't really make a way for it to connect to those, which is a issue. Let's see here. I don't know, guys. I do want to put those there, but I just don't see that happening. Maybe we could do this. That's not gonna work. We could do this maybe. Go ahead and put some cross supports up, like so. It ain't gonna work. What about there? What about there? Okay. And we can't put anything underneath those, I don't think. Yep, can't, so... Yeah, I don't know how to go about doing that. And thank you there, Sylvanus. I appreciate that. And I'm doing fantastic. Just been throwing blocks here and there. You know, the usual thing. I think what we'll do is go ahead and put a little barrel right there where it would collect more water. Because I just kind of imagine this being another area where the water would just kind of... I mean, obviously it's not lined up, but maybe there's some kind of way. Here, actually, I'm going to make a way. Let's just pretend there's gutters on this house. And then we can just take something like this. And we can pretend the gutters all kind of collect. And then it goes down into that barrel right there, which would make sense. And we can do the same thing right here somewhat. I don't see that happening. No, not going to happen there. But, yeah, back here it kind of makes sense because, you know, river water can get kind of contaminated or something. I don't know. But then, obviously, the, you know, rainwater, it would get contaminated by the roof tiles and everything, I'm sure. But still, it would be, I think, a little bit more sanitary than poopy water that everyone's compost and, well, other stuff makes its way in. But the music ain't working for me. It ain't working for you, huh? You don't like Witcher music? That's surprising. Who doesn't like Witcher music? Goodness gracious. Let's go ahead and put this right here. And what can I put right there? I don't know. It doesn't really need anything. Honestly, I don't even need that bench right there. It's a nice little addition, but I don't know if that's really necessary. Yeah, let's just remove that. And we can go ahead and add a few extra little things along there, like so. Voila. Some magical properties in the soil will make the crops grow faster, something like that. That is the idea, Pickle Knight, is that the lands around here are so fertile because of the crystal underneath that it makes them almost unnaturally productive. So that is one of the plans. The stool looks nice. Well, it looks nice, I just don't understand why it would be there. Hey there, Magnetide. Great to see you. What am I building today? We're working on the detailing back behind the house here. So, I need to kind of picture kind of what I want to do here. I kind of envision this area would have one of those pine trees. I want to build a pine tree right about there. Let me make sure that's not going to... It has to be over this way a little bit because we do not want to block this painting view. So if we're going to build this, it needs to be in a part where it's still going to be... You can still see the whole chateau from. That's something where it's going to be kind of important. Tall grass in the empty area. I'm gonna build a pine tree. I think right about here is a good spot. Let me go grab some items to get us started. Because we like items, do we not? Dragonetti, how you doing? And Damien's, great to see you. Using my edit? No, I'm not using your edit. It even destroys my current computer there, Serving. Or my new computer. I'm surprised. I'm only getting 32 FPS. Maybe there's something I need to do in order to make it more... Make my computer more, what do you call it? Efficient or something? I don't know. Make it work better. But yeah, the shader is great. It's just super resource intensive, and it still has, it's just not working. So, I'm trying less resource intensive shaders, because I got the stream set up to... I'm not sure, no, that's not the one I wanted. There we go. I got it set to this shader, because it's, I'm still getting 60 FPS with it. Yeah, it's Serving's edit of, I think Zeus. Alright, so what else can I do here? I need to put... Oh yeah, the tree. The tree. Can't forget the tree. Oh, this will be a great spot. What we could do is have like a little bit of a rock garden underneath it or something. I don't know. Just some kind of like pretty area. Something kind of not necessarily natural. More like a man-made type of artificial garden type thing. I think would look really nice. But I'm just trying to make this tree a little bit leaning. That way we get a better chance of it not covering up our area here. Alright. There we go. I suppose that's okay. Throw that there, that there, and that right there. But serving, what graphics card do you have? Are you able to run it real good? I suppose that is a little tall, so we'll go ahead and do this instead. There we go. I like that. These are supposed to be taller trees. And I believe that having this one in the middle is going to really help us. Reason why I'm saying that is most of these pine trees are like around on the edges, and that's making it look a little bit artificial. However, now that we're going to have ones kind of in the middle of the plot in a way, it's going to bring it all together into a very cohesive, you know, it's going to make it look so much better. So, some of you might not agree with the idea of putting a pine tree here, but trust me, this is going to really look nice, I would think. Just got to sort it out a little bit more. This house might also need an outhouse. Yes, it will have an outhouse for sure. That is coming up. I think what I'm going to do is actually make the bottom branch here just a little bit thicker, kind of coming out like that. I'll use different blocks to make it a little bit more situated there in a minute, but for right now we're just using main blocks to get us started at least. The problem is those windows aren't going to see much, but that's okay. That's again not a super important feature. Put bird's nests in the trunk or in the branches. Oh yeah, I mean, the thing is though, is if we do too many bird nests, it's no longer a neat detail anymore. Like if we do bird's nests in legitimately every single tree, it's gonna turn out being just like, you know, it's the usual. That's why I like to do different things in each tree, because I pretty much got bird nests in every tree. Well, not every tree, but I think I got some in this tree even. We look for it. No, I don't have any in this tree. Surprising. I know I got some in my other trees though. For example, that tree over there has a bee's nest. That tree has an owl and a bird's nest. That tree has a bird's nest. That tree over there, you know, most of my trees, most of my big trees have bird's nests in them of some type. Which, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not a terrible, it's not the worst thing to do, but it's, again, it just gets a little repetitive if you do it at every single tree, you know? So we're just going to try to avoid that. I have a Titan V. Goodness gracious, that's crazy. This tree should be special like your last one, backward branches. Yeah, it should totally. Man, those Titans though, I've heard good things about them. But my my 1080, that will it will suffice. It will suffice. I mean, at least I'm getting 60 FPS, so it's making the game just so much more smooth and enjoyable. Like, are you guys able to enjoy this streaming experience much more now that we've upgraded the quality a little bit? I mean, the only thing that is not really in my control currently is my internet. But right now, my internet's doing great. It's usually during the nighttime. Evening is when my internet starts to go kaput because of logistical issues my ISP is having in this area. I work with Express.js to create static pages from dynamic code. That's very simply put there, Serving. Very, very simply. Did you try a tree that has been hit by a lightning strike yet? Like, not so much that it is completely devastated, but just a smoke line going through the trunk. I have seen some trees like that near my hometown. I really like that idea. How would we represent a split, though, without making it look really weird? Because all of our logs, like, we do have this, but see, if we did that, it would look like little individual logs. I don't know how to indicate a split. When it gets intense, it kind of frowns your voice. See, I can barely hear it. There we go. Now it's like barely anything. All right, is that better now? Yeah, that's what I need to hear. Is it too loud, etc.? And then I can work with it from there. But yeah, let me know if the music's too loud. Someone said earlier in the stream that it seemed a little bit odd, but I was thinking that they were thinking that the music was just a little bit, you know, not a good choice of music, not that it was too loud over my voice. Can I hear it now? Well, anywho's, that's just gonna be the music for now. Let's see here. Let's throw this up. Bloop. Too quiet now. Goodness gracious, you guys just can't be happy. There we go. All right, please tell me it's perfect now. Absolutely perfect. No problems whatsoever. Just the perfect representation of how streaming music should be. That is what I want to hear. I want to hear very positive remarks saying, Dukan, you're the best. You have done it. Yay. So perfect now. Couldn't be better. That's what I want to hear. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It is just, yeah. The positivity is contagious. I like it. We need to keep that up here. All the time. I mean, all the time. We can't have the, you know, the negative comments there. I'm kidding. Alright, perfect. I really like the sequence. It actually changes a lot. You like it? Awesome. Alright, see, now we got some positivity coming from Mr. Dr. Potato over here, too. Now that's definitely some, there's definitely some, real good things going on here today. I'm feeling good about it. Alright, I think we're in the mood for a backwards branch. You know, just so that we can say we've done a backwards branch in this tree. I gotta find a good place for a backwards branch. I'm gonna make a backwards branch right here. Right here looks like a perfect, absolutely stunning spot for a backwards branch. Look at that, guys. Alright, let the hate begin. Or what would it be called? Let the negativity begin. That's what we're looking for. Like Logic said. And there we go. Perfect, according to my cat and I. Awesome. Did you increase the bitrate? The motion blur is so much better compared to some streams ago. I got a new computer there, KK. Also, right now my internet's doing alright. So I am uploading at 1080p, 60 FPS. For mobile users, I apologize, but you're probably not going to be able to watch the stream. But for those of you that are using clients or computers and such, you know, I think the stream quality will be noticeably more enjoyable. Tiger Bread, go eat a cookie. Just go eat a cookie. That's all that needs to be said. So in love with your trees. Look at that! Positivity again. I like it. I like the positivity. It's just so inspiring. Alright. Let's poke that out right there. Poke this bad boy out. See where that's gonna go. Yes, go eat a cookie. Chocolate chip one. No, whatever your favorite cookie is, just go eat one. That is my... Blah. Go eat a cookie. Don't tempt me. I'm supposed to be getting an appetite. Coco, how you doing, man? Welcome. It's working just fine on mobile, really? Huh. That's interesting. Twitch must have upgraded their service or something and made it more smooth, or I don't know, whatever they did. Because usually mobile users can't watch high quality streams unless if they have a really good connection of some type. But typically mobile users, as I understand, are more prone to having inconsistent service, causing Twitch to lag on their phones, of course. So that's just from my experience and my knowledge. But I'm sure that somebody with a little more experience in that regard will have a better understanding and explanation. Alright, so there we go. We got ourselves a leaning tree. We do have some areas that need a little bit of filling. I think we're going to go ahead and throw another branch right there just for kicks. Why? Just because we can. Do we need another reason? I personally do not think so. We're making happy little branches today. Even the Easter Bunny is totally stoked. What's the plan for today's stream is we're working on this pine tree. Once we're done this pine tree, we're gonna be done. I'm just kidding. No, we're not gonna be done. But in general, it's great. Maybe thicker trunk base. Yeah, we're gonna have a much thicker trunk. We're just getting the stick figure done right now. And then I'm gonna start adding in all the miscellaneous trapdoors and slabs and whatnot to make it really come together here. Okay, and I think that now is actually that time. So let's go ahead and grab our stair block, our slab block, or whatever that block is, and whatever that block is. And that should get us started at least. We do want a thicker trunk, so we're going to go ahead and throw up some random blocks to make it happen. We do not have corner blocks, so that is annoying. Annoying! Even the Easter Bunny. Quality drops, maybe thicker trunk at the base. Thicker trunk! We'll make it a nice thick trunk for you guys. Nice thick trunk. How is that? Not good. Needs some more. Needs more. More something. Maybe if we do that. And then we can slowly kind of soften it up as we go up the branches. Or up the trunk, of course. So like we're thick down here. But then I think we're gonna start tapering inwards and making a little bit thinner as we're making our way up, as you would expect in a tree. Am I right? Let's make that a little bit thicker there. I'm not quite sure if we really need anything else here. I feel like if we do anything else, it's going to be a little bit odd looking there, so it might be within our best interest to maybe this? Nope, that does not work. It does not work, not at all. Maybe we could do this. Yeah, that is most displeasing. We can do that. It's not terrible, but it's not incredible either. And that's just too weird looking. No. That might work. Really wish we had a corner block. A leaning tree with backwards branches. This tree is extra special. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Look, look, look. We have a backwards branch right here. We gotta have our backwards branches. That is most important. That is my new cult. We're the backwards branch cult. We believe in the what do we believe in actually? I don't even know. We just kind of believe in believing something that we're just not sure what it is, and it makes it into our own little faith. So that's kind of what that is. I mean, my beard is getting so long. I haven't shaved it for like 2 to 3 weeks now, and it's really scraggly, and like my mustache is kind of curling up into my nose, and, like tickles every time I kind of talk or something. Goodness. But anyways, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be, or tonight before Easter, I'll be shaving it. Not all of it, of course, but it must be trimmed. Ew. No, I don't like that. What is wrong? What is wrong with this? Oh, that's what's wrong with this. Gotta put that there. Gotta make it a little bit sleeker looking. Does not look very sleek right there. So maybe if we put that right there. Hey, look at that. Tasty. Every tree is a special snowflake. Every tree is its own individual there, Turambar. Every tree has its own feelings. And each tree, of course, you know, when it has its own feelings, you got to be sensitive to those feelings and not judgmentally, and just got to accept it for who and what it is. And so that is what this tree is. He is, we're gonna call this tree Bob. This is Bob, guys. Say hello, Bob. This is Bob. We're gonna say that one over there is Derek. Bob, Derek. We're gonna call that one Carl, and that one over there we'll call Harold. All right, Harold, Carl, Bob, and I already forgot that one's name. We'll call him Larry. How's that sound? Bob, Larry, Harold, and Carl. All right. So, anyways, Bob, we gotta still finish his little branches here. So Bob needs some needs a little bit of cosmetics, if you know what I mean. He's a little he needs some clothes. I think Bob needs some clothes. So we're gonna go grab some clothes over here from Larry. There we go. Bob the bisexual tree. That's not too far from what we're going for here. Bob is a very sensitive tree. Very, very sensitive. He has feelings that... Am I even recording? Yes, I am. Good. Good! He's naming his trees now. Traumatized. It's the cave bearing. Gary the metrosexual tree. What? I have never heard of that before, but I suppose that has something to do with cars. That, I sexually identify as a vehicle. Oh my gosh, I just gave a terrible joke. Alright, we're gonna move on from that now. Well, he doesn't exactly tell you straight anyway, so I guess that's correct. Ah, that's good. That's good, Tiger Bread. I like that. I like that a lot. Larry and Carl should be part of the lore. Bob, Larry, Carl, and Harold. You can't forget Harold there, Andrew. Come on, man. Don't forget Andrew. He feels left out. Not Andrew. Goodness. Harold. Well, he doesn't exactly tell you straight anyways, I guess. Anyways. Let's try this. Every tree has its kink. See, like every tree has its own individual feelings, its own things. Let's see. Turambar. Scarily obsessed. Yes, that you are there, Turin. That you are. But sometimes obsessions can be a good thing. And in your case, I find it to be a good thing. A healthy obsession, if you would. Alright. Let's throw you up there. Nice. They were once elves who foolishly toyed with strong magic. That is not a terrible idea, actually. That might just make its way into the lore of Lumiere. We'll see, though. No promises. Alright, let's make sure that this is not causing any problems. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. That's gonna be perfect, guys. Oh my gosh. I like it. I love it. I love it. I just switched from watching this stream on my phone to my computer. It looks so good. It looks good on my phone as well, but nothing different than usual. It looks better than before. Sweet. That's what I like to hear there, Saltad. Saltad. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this new setup that we got here. I suppose I could show you guys a picture. Let me see if I... No, it's actually got Discord closed right now. I'll have to do it some other time. But it's really glowy. I got RGB memory sticks. And the inside, like, I got all LED not RGB. I got red. I got 7 fans in there, and they're all red. It really makes it glow. The graphics card glows. The keyboard glows. Not the keyboard, the motherboard. One of those boards. The CPU cooler has a little glowy part on it. It's just overall a really glowy computer. It looks great. But it's underneath my desk right now. It's keeping my feet warm. Hey, I know, right, Aviator? It's nice, isn't it? It is nice to finally have some quality. Hopefully it doesn't degrade over time. That's something I'm always scared about. Is it starts out really good, because even my old computer, I think I had really great FPS and overall performance of it, but it seemed to have lessened over time. It's not terrible, I mean. But I'm still trying to figure out how to link the two. There is this program called Synergy that allows a seamless integration of the two computers with one keyboard and one mouse. So I got that program, but it's causing me some issues currently. So currently I have two mice and I'm using the on-screen keyboard for my other computer. But eventually I'm hoping that this Synergy program will work so that I can have both computers working together seamlessly, and then I can use my other computer as a renderer. I also got a capture card and all the different cables and everything. So I'm hoping that maybe even that method will make it work. Hey Yellow Snow, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. The Leaning Tree of Lumiere. It's friends with the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I like my Leaning Tree. I think its branches are maybe... No, it actually makes sense. Maybe we could have a few branches that maybe are dead down here lower. It would make sense, I think. Pine trees usually have a tendency, as they grow, where their branches kind of just die off as they grow. So we can just kind of throw a few little branches in like this. Nothing too fancy or snazzy. Just something like that. Maybe another one over here or something. That does connect. Good. So just a few random branches, I think. Just something like that. Yes, that makes it look so much more interesting. And maybe we can have like a, I don't know, a tree fort. No, we already got a tree fort. I don't want to make it too repetitive. Repetitive details across the plot could cause an overall problem. So we'll just avoid that. Also, I got a new mouse. It's an RGB mouse, so it like changes from different colors. I got it changing from red to blue. I think it looks pretty cool. Waiting for these fishy lips to kiss him awake. What? The truest tree. Does a golden glowing tree underground have a name? We have not named that tree yet. We'll call him Goldie. How's that sound? Goldie, Bob, Larry, Carl, and Harold. And we got more trees too that we gotta name, but I think if we start naming every tree, we're gonna definitely lose track of all the names. But yeah, Goldie. Goldie is our tree down below. We'll call her Goldilocks. You know, Goldie is her short name. But yeah, Goldilocks. I think that's a great, very personal and fitting name for our tree down there. What keeps you motivated to keep building? Honestly, I don't know. I just want to get this done. Like, I have such a motivational drive to get Lumiere done. It just takes forever because there's so much to do. But yeah, I just want to get it done, and it motivates me to keep going. All right, we got good from over there. Looks not too bad from that side. Looks absolutely horrid from that side, but it looks natural at least. I don't think it looks terrible from this side. And I think it does actually. It needs a backwards branch, I think. What do you guys think? A backwards branch? I'm thinking a backwards branch is in order. So we're gonna make a little, well, not a backwards branch, but just a branch kind of like that. Because we want to fill in this gap a little bit. I felt like just having a big open gap there is less than desirable. But if we did this, no, not like that. We'll do put you there. Okay. Now that we've done that, that makes it a little bit more bearable, I think. And then maybe we could also do something right here. I suppose something like this might be a proper thing to do. Swordfish keeps him motivated. Yes, that's what it is. Maybe make a hobo hideout under the tree. This is a rich and very established kingdom here that we have. Hobos are not, there's no hobos here. This is a utopian society. Nobody is poor. There we go. That is great. Utopia. This is a utopian society. Nobody is poor. Everybody is enjoying their time out. Like maybe this is just a night, you know, maybe they are super rich, but they just decided a more simple kind of traveling style. I think that works great. A kite that got stuck up there. What a great idea. Now, how would we do a kite? Actually, I do have an idea. We could use one of these bad boys. One of those as well. So we could do something like that. That's a great idea, actually. Maybe just both of those, and then we can have like a rope that's just kind of dangling. So how would we do a rope? We need something... I don't know, I feel like a rope would be it's too much. Would you guys agree with that? But I think something like that's okay. I don't see really any huge problem with it. Hobos have feelings too, that's right. Alright. Yeah, it looks great from this angle. I love how it sweeps out at the bottom. That really has a good look. Looks great from the painter's post, I think. Or from the painter's spot. It really kind of, like, the way that it sweeps up, and it just creates this, like, frame, almost, for the castle there. Especially when we get that Lord's Residence done. That's going to be great. But then over here... over here it actually looks good now. I like that. And this side looks good too. Alright, I would say we have ourselves a tree. Do we have any naysayers? It is so smooth. 60 FPS. I know, right? Yeah, it's great to finally have some good FPS on these streams. But what do I want to do now? I need to do something down here. I think what I'm going to do is build this on another berm. What we're going to do here is the tree is going to be part of the berm. Like the berm is going to be built into the tree. And then we're going to do something like this. Like that. It's going to make a little bit of a spot for our people. Actually. Okay, so maybe this is going to start coming back like this. Alright, so something like that, I would suppose. With dead leaves. Ooh, dead leaves is a fantastic, fantabulous idea. That is a great idea. Great, great idea. So yeah, maybe we can just do a few dead branches down here. Just something like that. And then maybe we can kind of do this, what you said up here. Like maybe a dead branch kind of up on this side. I would imagine there would probably be a little bit of dead leaves up there. Or not leaves, but needles. With dead leaves. You can make a dead branch. We need a... looks awesome. This carpet. Okay. I think that I'm not missing anything in chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. We're going to go ahead and throw in that right there. It looks like a fantastic spot for something. No clue what. We're going to do an outhouse around here. I think what we're going to do... No, I don't want it down here, actually. Where could the outhouse go? Like, this looks like a great place to make, like, a little place for the kids to play. Like, maybe if they're playing kickball or something, and then the ball rolls down to the stream. I don't know, it just looks like a great spot to, like, it's kind of, like, hidden away, almost. It's like its own little environment. So we could really do something quite neat with this. What is that? It's a butterfly. Interesting. Okay. Maybe work on another house. No houses. Today we gotta finish what we got. Because eventually we're going to be having no houses whatsoever. In fact, we're actually done on the houses for this video. We might do that house. And we might actually do the pig farmer's house and everything here. Because the next corner episode, there's a lot to do. We got to do literally that whole section right there. And the marriage area. I don't know. I think we will leave that for the next episode. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I will decide when the time comes to decide. That is what we will do there. Something should be up here. We already got a place for someone to read a book. We already got plenty of fishing places. What could go up here, guys? What could go up here is kind of like a pastime activity where you just kind of like it would make sense to be in a pretty spot. What would make sense to have right there? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. In fact, I was thinking about doing a rock garden here. If you guys don't know what a rock garden is, it's made with this gravel right here, the white gravel. And then maybe what I could do is round it up a little bit. See, another thing I want to do is that like that. Wait, am I doing this right? I'm not doing this right. It needs to be like that. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. And then what we could do here is something like that. So almost a little Asian-y somewhat. I'm not quite sure what to do from there though. Cliff jumping into the river. Maybe a shrine. Looks better natural. Painting place. Already got a painting place. Snake or lizard. Nothing. A tree with a rope swing. No, don't want that. Oh yeah, a tree with a rope swing. We could do that here in the a fallen tree. Well, we gotta make a way to get over here first. But yeah, a rope swing would be great. So we could have a hanging rope kind of like right under the bee's nest. Not a great spot. Yeah, never mind. We'll find another spot for that somewhere. Yeah, so let's get back to this right here. I have this an idea, but we gotta make the idea work. So what would be in a rock garden? Some kind of like interesting plants that you wouldn't normally find. Like I think like the Harlan stuff would actually be nice little additions, but it needs to be more bushy in the back. So I kind of have this idea to use something more like, I don't know, even like this possibly. It's a little too bright though. That's too bright. Way, way, way too bright. Even these lilacs are maybe too bright. No, that could work. It could work. And then there's a possibility that these might work. Something like that. Chris Kadev, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. How about part of an elevated room that is too far from the original? How about it was too far from the original temple to be used for Lumiere, but it's still in ruins and the grounds around it? There's a possibility we might do something like that. Sure. I think a little stump in here might be nice. Something like that, maybe. I just want to make this like a really vibrant garden. That's the goal. I have goals, guys. I really do. I think another thing that might make this... I don't know about that. I need something bushy. I need a bushy thing. Okay. Our red leaders would like to see some potatoes being farmed. Our red leaders would like to see some you want to see some potatoes? Some potatoes, huh? What? What? Why is the potatoes? And Chris Cadet, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Am I missing anything? No, I'm not. Okay. So, smooth colored pebbles. I think we could actually mix a little bit of that in to give us a little bit more variety. You know, something like that would be nice. Maybe one right there as well. We do need to kind of transition, because right now we do not have a very good transition. But if we did that, why is that so static? It doesn't look natural. See, I do like the white rocks. They just need a little bit more work. I see the potential in this. I think what we need to do, the transition is what's going to really make or break this. And I think a little bit of soft white or soft gravel like this might be a good solution. But this makes like a really nice little area that we can use, and then maybe we can have like a little bit of water kind of right here. I would say something like that. It would make sense to have it bordered though. So maybe what we could do, like what would we border it in though? I don't want to make it full blocks all the way around the water. So maybe it would be, no, I don't want to do that either. Let's see here, what can we do? Water. Let's throw some water in there. And that ain't going to work. So I think what we're going to end up doing here is making a trough. Or not a trough, but a thing. A thing, if you know what I mean. Let's see here. I need something fancy. Something fancy schmancy. And what block looks human and at the same time fancy schmancy? Preferably more of a oriental look, because I'm trying to go for a somewhat oriental type of design here, and I can't really decide on what looks oriental. No, maybe we don't even need to go oriental. Maybe we can go trapdoors instead. Nah. Maybe that. Yeah, I don't know about that even. It's an interesting idea, I would definitely say, but execution, nah, I don't know. Maybe we could add a little bit of something on top to make it look a little bit more. I think it's also the conflicting textures. Like a bird bath. Yeah, I mean, it's a little too big for a bird bath for this. Just like the idea of having a little puddle of water like that. And I mean, I guess having detail on top might help. One thing I know that will work is, well, no, I'm not sure if this is gonna work actually. What? Dang you. Nope. Nope. Yeah. That's what I am talking about. Put that back. Like a Buddha. A Buddha. We going Buddha, huh? We are done going Buddha, guys. Buddha. Alright, so a little bit of that gravel down here would be nice. If I can find it. There we go. That is not the gravel I wanted. This is the gravel I wanted. Here we go. But yeah, a little Buddha type thing. Use mossy gravel instead. Oh yes, we could use a little bit of mossy gravel. This mossy gravel. Eee, it doesn't work. There we go. See, that works on the edges. That does look good. I do wish that we had more of a transition type thing for these. But I just don't see that working. It would be nice, another thing, to have a little bit of like a trellis over this thing. But what could we do? Ooh, no, I don't know. I don't think this is going to work. But I'm going to give it a try anyways, because that's what we do. We try things out. But the problem with that is I would like them to go inwards. They go outwards, which is most distressing. Okay, and then we can use this for the middle. Something like that. And then over the top, we can do that as well. And then we can put something on top here, like some kind of plant. I suppose grapes would be a nice little addition. A little bit of a trellis type thing. Just like a little rich looking thing, you know? Not such a dark texture. I suppose you might be right on that. I suppose. I'll change that in a few here. What else? I need something else that's really bushy. Something double. Maybe a lilac. I mean, we are going for that kind of pink kind of look there. I think that kind of works. Actually, here, I want to do more of a statue. And I think that this would make a good base. Not that. This, maybe. Hey, something like that. And then on top, we need some kind of, like, thing that looks like a head. But I don't want that. It looks derp. Maybe a new well cap. I just don't see any other options that could possibly work for there. So we can just kind of do that. And then that kind of... I don't know. It needs to be more... It's too white. It needs to be something like a mild color. Like even this, I think, might not be what we need. Yeah, that's a little bit more mild. It has a better look to it. And then maybe on top of that, we could put a palantir ball. Like I said before, like Django has said before, they're like the telephones. So like maybe it's just like a, just an artsy-fartsy thing. Kind of too dark. Not such a dark texture. All right, so I need to make a, I need to make the beams a little bit less crazy. I think using the jungle beams might be our option. Alright, so let's change those over real quick. I think that this is going to be our solution here. I think that that will look nice. And I accidentally changed that. Great. And I guess we should do the tops as well. Just because we are very studious people. Right. There we go. Alright. Try the painted version in the column, maybe. The painted version. Yeah, this Sandstone one, right? I think that is a fabulous idea. There we go. Makes it look a little bit more interesting. But yeah, the next thing that's going to really make this area pop is when we do this next part. Right here. The little bit of a border on the wall, I think usually creates a really nice effect. And you know what? I'll just do this first. There we go. And voila. And that creates a neat little effect, I would say. And then on top of the back three, we can put a new well cap like that, which makes it look all the more interesting. And once we texture this and give it a proper curvature on its way down, the back of that's going to look fantastic, I think. But yeah, this is what we're looking for. I am liking it. And a few more pebbles in there would be nice. So I think something like, if I could place it anywhere, would be great. Oh yes, perfect. I love it. Try a painted version of the column, maybe. But yeah, also the leaves need to be adjusted. I need something to work with the leaves a little bit more. Something, maybe holly leaves, possibly. Eee. No. No, don't want that. Willow leaves. Hey, that's not too bad, actually. It's not terrible. But anyways, one other thing that could really help us make this area look so much more interesting is if we have hanging ivy. So what we could do is do something like that. But I need the other ivy. I need this ivy. Why isn't it working? It's not placing, guys. That is most displeasing. But yeah, we need that, and then we can take, say, a little... we gotta put those goblets back. I found that to be most interesting detail there. And then another thing, something that I find that really makes things like this just pop so much more is the extra addition of bracken. It makes it look so much better. In my personal opinion, at least. Put that right there, and bloop, bloop, and bloop. And we just gotta keep doing stuff like that around. I think like even this right here. We could even use that hanging ivy. This right here. Put that right there. Sweet. How long do you plan on streaming for? I'm not quite sure. Today I kind of just started streaming. Mainly I'm just trying to figure out my new computer and like how it works and everything. So far I am fairly impressed by it. As you can tell with the 60 FPS shaders and such. Great. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Just as long as I'm inspired. Not going to be an incredibly long stream like some days, but it's going to be at least a few hours. Somewhere in that, will you be until 8? I don't know. Are you talking about Eastern time, or are you talking about your time? Because your time is definitely, most likely not my time. Okay, so that is acceptable, I would say. We got a little pink kind of garden here, which looks kind of nice. And then underneath this tree here, something I always like to do is use like podzol, or maybe in this case we can use the fir forest floor block, because I feel like the mild color is just so much more, it's better, because even that's not too bad, so we'll do that in a couple areas. Just kind of like that. I suppose we could actually go ahead and just use our wand and quickly change the textures over. But yeah, I just kind of want to throw that in around, give us a nice little bit of texture there. Sweet. We're on the East Coast. Okay, so 8 o'clock, most likely not. I don't see it, I don't see it 8 o'clock. That's a little bit too late, but probably 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, somewhere in that area. Okay, so I do like this. I do think that there should be like a little bench here or something. Like you can just kind of sit here and enjoy. I think what I'm going to do is actually push this wall back one more so that we don't get scrunched. You know what I'm saying? So something like that. And then we can put a bench here without having too much of an issue. We definitely need to break up that schist debris. There we go. But yeah, so a bench here would be most pleasing. I would say something along the lines of this oak. I like that. And then we can use railings on the sides. It usually has a neat effect. Something like that. Alright there, Yellow Snow. Have a great day, great night. Enjoy your time at work. Make some money. And I hope to see you next time. See you, man. Maybe a little bit of artsy-fartsy up here. Something like that. With that right on top. That makes the it makes this look so much more interesting, I think. And then maybe we can use some kind of different block for the back portion of this thing. A lot of jobs actually don't provide holidays. Mine did. I got yesterday off. But like retail jobs or any jobs where, you know, you're kind of expected to be open on holidays. It's rough. It is a rough world out there. My wife, she's working right now. She works in retail. There we go. I do have Easter plans. I'll be with my family tomorrow. I just wanted to get streaming today. Didn't want to miss out on this weekend. So yesterday I built my computer, and today I decided to do a little bit of a stream, so I at least got a little bit of something in. Yeah, that's not too bad. It matches, and it's not too incredibly out there. And then on top of this thing, we could probably do something that I've done before that I think has a neat little effect. Use that and that, and we've actually already, it's too repetitive if we do it here, because I've done it right here. Yeah, we're not going to do that, we're just going to take that. Okay. And we're going to do that like so. But I believe that that could actually be the acacia. And Henrik Wood. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you. Thank you for that follow. Do you guys think that a little bit more of this Asian type thing would look good in here somewhere? I think it would. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I don't know about that. No, that's not going to work. It is not going to work. Oh, what about railings? What would these look like if we did it like this? Is the music still playing? I can't hear it. I can't hear a thing. Maybe if we did this way. That's not a terrible idea, actually. I kind of like it. And then we could... No, we can't. We could. We could, actually. Maybe we could. So we can do that there and that there. But it kind of like blocks off everything. But you don't really need to walk in there, right? I don't even know why I'm spending so much time doing this. It doesn't really even matter in the long scheme of things. But, you know, I just like doing random things that really don't matter. That is the enjoyment of building, I suppose. But yeah, we're going to do a little bit of this back here now. I do want to make it a little bit of a tapered look back here. I don't want to make it such a solid, flat wall, you know? It just makes it look a little bit boring. Loudum, my friend, how are you today? Welcome. Great to see you. How is your Easter weekend treating you? I hope well. Okay, and I think we're gonna do is like a spiral kind of like garden type walkway going down. So like on the inside wall side is going to be the walkway, and on the outside it's going to be just flowers all the way along. I think it could look nice. Good, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear. It's always good to be doing good on Easter, you know? But welcome, welcome, welcome. We are just working on Lumiere yet again. Per typical for, well, anything for me. Lumiere is my, is what I do. That's pretty much the best way to put it right there, is what I do. Bills became a way of art and that they would be sold. Well, they technically are, but not in the way that, yeah, not in like the art kind of way, like the really emotional, like, oh my gosh, it's such an expensive piece of art. Yeah, just imagine. I don't imagine those days are actually too far off, to be completely honest. I mean, it's a pretty significant way to express oneself, at least in my opinion. In my opinion, that is the way I look at it. Actually, I'm going to do that, and we're going to have tall plants there. There we go. And all the way along the outside of this little path is going to be like really bushy kind of garden type details. I'm gonna really make it stand out. Here we go. Easter egg with the kids. That's awesome. I never did that actually when I was a kid. My parents didn't believe in the whole Easter bunny kind of thing, but we did get chocolates and things for Easter and such, and I really liked that. That was a really like memorable part of Easter, is, you know, getting the chocolates and things. It was a really cool thing. So I suppose what we could do is like a few leaves like that around, and then maybe we could do a few kind of pine leaves up here, and then some on top of that. Well, I guess we can't do that there. But yeah, and then one other thing that usually looks good and stuff like this is the mossy dirt, which I haven't really been doing around here very much. But yeah, underneath that, we could use... We can't do any double tall plants here, so I gotta be kind of smart about it. I guess bracken there and then put that right there. Yeah, that's not too bad. And you come down here, and maybe this plant, or this whatever next to us, has a sprout on top. So maybe we can do the blue mountain flowers like that. It's not too bad. Maybe this could be like a little offshoot, like a little... We have like a little stool in here, a little place to sit. Ernstly, don't think you still remember me, bro. I remember the name, but I don't remember anything specific. I'm sorry, but I do remember the name. Great to see you again. I guess we'll put that right there. Keep it bushy. Imagine if you'd hang this on a wall as a kind of hologram pixel for 1 million. I'm actually thinking, once I move into my new place, it'll be about December or so. Whenever that happens, I do plan on making canvases of certain screenshots and then putting that up on the walls and things. I think that would be a very neat addition. But yeah, I'm really liking this. Like, you walk down this path, and all the way along the outside will be just really bushy, overgrown looking things, just to really make it come together and make it look alive. I think that would look cool. Maybe some holly over here. Well, that is not holly. Well, holly berry, I guess. Okay, that's fine. We also need that jungle. What is that? Where's that jungle bush thing that I like on top of this stuff? I think it's forest grass. Definitely not it, but it still looks good. You're already moving again? Well, not yet. Not till December. We only moved into this apartment so that we could be in it for about a year, and our year expires. Bird Lunk Herd. Thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. Yeah, we plan on getting out of here at the end of the year. Redstoner Kid, great to have you. Welcome to the stream. Holly leaves. Let's do some holly leaves down here. Ew. Too dark, too shadowy, too annoying. I not like it. How about rowan leaves? Yeah, it's not terrible, at least. It's not too bad. Oh, yes. Ideas. Ideas. Let's do beam. And let's do a thing. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, what am I gonna do here? I have this idea. I have an idea, guys. I have an idea. What am I gonna do? Serving Birth, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. Great to have you. Alright, so what I'm thinking about is having like a little bit of a gazebo, not a gazebo, but a little thing like you kind of walk out on here. I think I'm gonna actually bring it out into the water a little bit more. So something like that. I have an idea. But will it work? That is the question. The question of the day is, will this work? Alright, we got that, and then I want one right here as well. And one right here. Okay. Alright, we're getting somewhere. About making a big world with all projects till yet, so does this mean you will begin building Crime? Big what? I'm gonna start building Crime? But yeah, we are gonna be doing a big world and not a big world in projects. So we'll be doing some, most likely be doing a little something here and there, but it's not going to be like a massive world like Artcraft or anything of that nature. That just is too much to hope for. But yeah, we are going to be doing something interesting here coming up in the near future. No, not technically near future, but in the future. How's that sound? Let's do this. Let's put that right there. Put you right there. We're going to be using the block like this here. I will be getting back to chat here soon, guys. Don't worry. Right, so we'll be doing that. Just that right like that, and then that will go all the way along to there. Alrighty. I think we're gonna take all of that off, and then all the way around we need to use railings. So I'm gonna use this railing. And we're just gonna go ahead and do that all the way around. Come on. Work with me. Make a round wooden patio with a pergola and a little sitting area. I was thinking about doing that, but I feel like designing it would be a major hassle. So I'm just kind of deciding to do something like this as kind of like a little, I suppose, a way to expedite the process a little bit. Just get the idea out there. There we go. I mean, even that doesn't look too bad. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. Like, you walk out into this, and maybe there could be a seat over here. I mean, I can imagine there'd probably be a little seat right here. It'll look a little bit odd because on the sides, yeah, I don't know. Even a seat there on the side looks a little bit odd. Cynical Plebarian, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. Will I continue with crime? I kind of have an idea. Molest Bay buys. Goodness gracious. I almost feel like that has a bad connotation to it. But welcome to the stream. Great to have you. Alright. And another thing, I kind of have an idea what to do here. I want to do this. I want to do this right here. So let's see if this will suffice. It might be a little bit too crazy. So I need to grab these bad boys. How about this? So we put you. No, that's not it. There we go. That's what we wanted. Something like that. All right. So then we can go ahead and do that all the way down. Yes, it has a really weird connection at the top, but at least that gives us what we kind of want there. And then we can use, we need the other railings. Oh, I guess we could use these. If we do this way, something like that. And then in the middle, we could do this. Does that cover up too much? Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. And that you know, obviously it won't work right there. But at least that has a neat little thing there. And then another thing we could do is use these clothes hangers on these middle portions here, like this, so that it looks like it's supposed to be there. I do like it, but it needs more. Maybe just add like a little pergola I do like this. I do like this. This is nice. It just needs something here at the end. Something to border it or to give it its natural look. Terrible way of explaining what I'm trying to say there, but I think you guys will start understanding once I find my solution. Actually, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a couple small cypress trees. I did this over here, didn't I? I think it was, yeah, it was this here. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so it's that and that. And I'm just gonna do these two rather small thingies. One right there. I think I'm actually going to fluff it out a little bit right there. Here on the front, it's a little bit too extreme, so maybe something like that instead. And bring you back down. I think it just got too tall there. So maybe something like that. That on top. There we go. It still is looking a little bit odd there. But we are going to fix that. Get that right like so. It needs greenery on it. Yeah, that border it's not working as I want it to. Maybe this needs to go all the way back. I think that actually might be the issue, is that it's just not the whole thing. So if we did this, I think that it would look a little bit more natural. It looks a little bit heavy at that point. Another thing we could do to make it actually work a little bit better is this right here. We could use this instead. If I could figure out how to put it down there, we go, and then put this over. If I could figure out how to put it. Why aren't you working? Vi. And then we can do this in the middle here as well. So we could do that right there and that right there. There we go. Now we got a solid design. Before it was looking a little bit static. But at least with this, we got ourselves a nice little design going on there. A good constant design. I like it. And I do believe it does need greenery. That is something I kind of have a goal for this for, but what to do for that, I don't know. I don't really have a plan. I think that's gonna go right there. Yeah, I think that was kind of needed. Bring those together there. That's not going to work. Can't put anything there. Yeah, how are we going to put anything? Well, we do have... Oh, I do know what we could do. We could do flower pots. A flower pot right there. Is there a way to put it right there at the end? There we go. That kind of does something. I think that it should be the purple one, though. Let's give the purple one a try. Let's try you. Right there. Where am I on the plot at the moment? Right here below the manor house. Below the castle there. Like a moss or fern beneath it. See, I can't really put anything on underneath because of the beams. Maybe add vines. Even vines wouldn't really look very good because there's really no way to really implement them. I'll give it a try, though. I'll give it a try. Let's go ahead and throw some of this on. But I don't think that this is going to be our route. But it's worth a try. As usual, always worth trying. Because the problem I have with vines is that, you know, where do they come from? Why are they there? Like, you don't just have vines growing off randomly off the side of a thing like this. There would have to be a reason why there are vines there. And even that would be a little bit weird. Maybe we could do this. And we gotta have, I suppose we could have leaves at the bottom, like looks like it's growing up the side or something. And then we could have maybe a little bit of vines right here, possibly. It doesn't look bad. I can just imagine that the vine just kind of goes over there. I'd say that's okay. I'm not going to really complain about that too much more. So, down here. This is a great place for something. Like, you can even walk around this way through here. Like, I just like the idea of this house being more concentrated on gardens and just beautification and everything. That's kind of my idea for this area. And so what we could do is kind of like bring this path off this way and then continue more beautification this way. Like, you can walk around here and then it would connect up to here. So you could walk all the way down and around, and then there'd be maybe something right here or something. Maybe try connecting the branch to the roof with greenery. The branch to the roof with greenery. Explain that again? A little hiding thing for the kids to play. Yeah, that's a great idea. I like that. Okay, but what could go here? I suppose some kind of random, not a flower, some kind of random, I guess a bush. No, I don't want that. Nope, don't want that either. Maybe just this. Nope, don't like that either. Grrr. There needs to be something back here. Just something like that, I suppose. That looks alright. And then down here, we could just do maybe some tall grass. Yeah, that's good enough. Just a little bit of indication of a path through here, I think looks good. Put a little hiding thing for the kids to play. Is the interior of the house done already? No, I have not done the interior yet. I think once we're done with this little outside area here, I think then we're going to go to the interior of that house. But I just kind of like, I'm enjoying the exterior detailing right now. And then I think through here, we're just going to throw in some random little details of just bracken and just random things just to fill it in. I don't think I want to do anything super special here. But what other details could we do? Some reeds would be nice, I think. Some buttercups. Some buttercups. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Make a vine go from the branch all the way to the roof and the dock, but I thought the branch was closer. Good. Is the interior of the house done already? No, it's not. Alright, I didn't miss anything in chat. Finally! Alright, maybe something of a, like a railing along this? No, that's not. No reason for a railing. That would look most unnatural. I do think we could do one of these bad boys, though. With a thingy. A thingy. Which you did on the upper side of the house could be for a service room because it's a manor which got pretty big already. Yeah. The totes do that. But yeah, this is going to be a barn up here. This is going to be like storage, just like random things in here. But yeah, then we got all this random stuff down here that we're going to have to figure out what to do with. Like, this is going to be the kitchen, the dining area down here. The stairs going to go up to there. Then you got, like, lots of room for, like, bedrooms and things. And then you got this little, like, side guest room. I think this is going to be the guest room right there. And then pantry and miscellaneous storage there. of course. Okay. I'm liking it. I am liking it. And what can we do here? I think we could do like a little arrow slit right here to indicate like a little peeking hole. Something like that. Just so that they can see out, get a little bit of sunlight down there in the basement. I like it. And then maybe put a little bit of this on top. Bring out to the foundation just a tad bit. Nice. I want to put something back here, like some kind of like block, some kind of detail block, like maybe this right here, just like a covered thing with something on top of it, I suppose. Maybe just a flower pot without a flower in it, just in case there's something back there. So it looks natural if it's in a dark spot. I mean, it still gets light. Everything on this side gets light. Because this tree would only shade it for the evening period. The sun comes down this way, so it would still give plenty of light for that area there. I want to put some bushes here, because it feels really, like, unnatural. I suppose not, actually. If we put in some tall grass, I think it'll help fix this area up a little bit more. Yeah, we just need to put in some tall grass, I think. And we also got to put some tall grass up here. So something like that. Maybe some sweet grass right there. That's a detail I was using along the river banks here. Or maybe some bracken, actually. Some bracken. We can't forget the old bracken. That would be a most not good thing to do. Actually, a wild overgrown. Yeah, that's not too bad. Are there wagon wheels in the pack? Yes, there is wagon wheels in the pack. Oh yeah, we gotta do some firewood. So it makes sense to have like a little firewood shed out over here somewhere. And we also gotta have like a special way to get down to this area from the road, because obviously there's really no way to get over here without going through the whole house area. Oh, maybe the firewood could be here instead. So like you would walk down this way around, and then there'd be like a little firewood shed here, a little place to chop wood and things. I think that would be a neat idea. It doesn't necessarily have to be in direct access to the house. It just has to be somewhere nearby. But this is where the runoff is. So I don't know about that. Have I done the closet already? What closet are you talking about? I don't know what you mean by closet. Please explain. I haven't done the house yet. If you're talking about anything in the house, I have not done anything in the house yet. The house is not started. I want to put something, more of a dark plant here, something that, maybe just a darker bracken, like a dead bracken like that. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then we can put a bog thing there. And I suppose a alpine thing there. Yeah, not too bad. Is that a fountain in the house? Is that a fountain in that house? It's a garden? Yeah, this is a little garden over here. It's like a little, neat little different kind of garden thing underneath the pine tree. Don't ask. It's just what we got. I think that having a little bit of vines back here would be within our interest. Within our best interests. There we go. Have you already closet where they could poop? Oh no, I have not done a outhouse yet. That'll be over here somewhere. Maybe not even over. No, it will be over there somewhere. I just don't know where yet. And a place to wash their clothes. I suppose a place to wash their clothes would make most sense over here, because this is already an official path down to the river. And so I think actually right here would be a solid place to do that. I'm going to make it more of a managed area, so we'll go ahead and make a little berm right here to hold back the hill, like so. And we'll use a little bit of this darker stone in there, make it a little happy little wall. And also, I guess we'll do the same thing over here. So like you walk through that area like that, and then the clothes would hang right here. Dukan is getting converted. Ha ha ha. Nope, not quite yet there, fruitcake. Don't get triumphant just yet. No fountains. No fountains. Ever. Okay, I do like that. That's like a neat little thing there. I don't even like know why it looks good, but it does. What we could do here is switch all of that over to something more ground looking, something like that. A little bit of mud right there. And then we could do the clothes rack area. I'm gonna do an actual washboard this time. I'm actually going to go through the motions into making this thing look like a proper thing, you know? So something like that, and then I need the railing thing, this right here. Actually, I think I'm gonna use this instead this time. We're gonna put that right there, tag you, put you there. Sweet. Phase 1 denial. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I just will resign to the fact I just can't win. Move on. Alright, so what we need is some of these bad boys. I suppose these right there will work. And, I'm gonna say some rusty fences. Some rusty fences. And this will get great sun over on this side. That is not what I wanted. There we go. Too tall. Too tall. Maybe we can do that. And eventually we'll actually get back to fixing those walls that we just destroyed. And, what if we did this instead? At least that gives us 2 clothes, so I'm going to do that just like so. And we want the pillar block right there. And then maybe we can go ahead and build that up a little bit more, and then use our mud layers like so. Give us a little bit more dynamic natural look here. So something like that. It don't look too bad. It just needs to be more bushy over here to really bring it together. So something like that. Put a gallows further up the river so the clothes get really clean. Put a gallows? What do you mean a gallows? What's a gallows? Please explain. I am most curious. Try to make these things with rustic fences. Victory for the thousands close. Is there an outhouse? Yes. No outhouse, yes. But yeah, a place to go fishing there. We got a place to do clothes. There would need to be like a basket or something to bring the clothes down in. So I would suppose something like this would be... Excuse me. Yeah, I guess that's okay. A little extra detail. An outhouse somewhere near the river. I was gonna do an outhouse over this away, like right about here. Like what I'll do is I'll make like a little separation wall. I'll make it like its own little thing separated from this area. Maybe what we'll do is like make it its like own little hidden away garden, almost like surrounded in bushes. I think that would actually look really cool. So that way it's kind of like blocked, not so boldened as normally outhouses would be. Terrible way of explaining it yet again, but hopefully everyone will start understanding what I'm trying to say when I start building it. Okay. Fits without the iron. If you take rustic fences instead of the normal fences, it fits with iron fences. Okay, rustic fences. So you're saying this connects. Wait, am I not... Are you saying this? And then put that right there? Yeah, that's not too bad, actually. Look at that. Beautiful. I like it. Gallows are where you hang people. Oh, yes. Totally should have gallows, like right here, right over the river. That'd be really quite an atmospheric thing. No gallows. I do like this, though. Like this little tree kind of in the middle of the path. It's hay. I'm not sure what... Oh, yeah, this is going to be where the wood chopping area is going to be for this house. All right there, Art Sylvanus. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you enjoyed the quality of the stream. And look forward to seeing you on the next one. Okay, so I do want to put in a little bit more of this mossy dirt stuff wherever I put it. There it is right there. Hey, look at that. All right. Yeah, I want to make this a little bit more like that. And then I do want to bush this up quite a bit. I want to take this type of bush right here. And we're just going to go ahead and just throw these blocks in just kind of randomly. Just want to fill it up and make it look like really overgrown in this area here. So just like that, I like it. If there was a way for me to get up there, that is great. And there we go. Beautiful. Sure there, Snake. This is what we've built so far. This is Lumiere. If you are new to the channel, we got the mansion in the middle. We got the farmers here on this side. We got the tourney grounds over here. The tourney grounds. We got the windmill. We got a little hamlet over here. You can imagine that probably off the plot there would be a lot more. And then this is going to be the wedding area. Of course, the chateau in the middle. Stuff like that. Lots of cool stuff. Can you show what you built? Music. Put a Godfather verse so the clothes get really clean. But yeah, I do like that. And see, I really like this because the path goes down to like this little like spot where it's like a little waterfall type area. Just a really atmospheric spot, I would say. Really, really, really like this area. Quite pretty. So very pretty. So yeah, let's continue. I do want to put some more tall grass in this kind of vicinity. So we got buttercups. Some of that would be cool. And what other bushy things do we have that would look nice in like a little area like this? I need a little bushy something there. It needs to be leaves. I suppose this will do. Just something, not like that. Maybe this will do. Yes. That, and then that on top. Yes, okay. Good enough. Alright. Are you there? Put a couple of you down there. Wild overgrown, whatever that is. We're just trying to make this look alive. That's the goal. What's gonna even go in the wedding area? It's gonna be like tents, like really festive tents, and like a ceremonial area where, like the typical wedding where you have like the seats on both sides with an aisle in the middle, with like an outdoor kind of pergola where they would get married under. Gotta make sure it has a nice view though. I think what I'm going to do is make it so that it's kind of built up on a hill here. So like this whole thing is gonna be up about this tall. And it's gonna kind of go down over here. But I think like the ceremony area will be up here. And then there's gonna be like a archway kind of pergola thing right here where they would actually get married at. It's a nice little view there, I would think. All right, I would say, or maybe over here. I don't know. I think that, yeah, the overall, this area is just going to be a really pretty kind of thing. We'll see what happens. Fountains, mostly. Alright, there, fruitcake. You're getting about as bad as Con Man. Oh, no, not quite that bad. Not quite that bad. Alright, should there be like a little pathway connecting this area to over here, guys? Or should I just kind of make this all overgrown? Because this outhouse is for this other house over there. And I don't really see a reason to connect the two. But maybe you guys have a better better desire or understanding or whatever you want to say you have a better of. And I think I'm going to New Well cap both of those to make it look more like an entrance. Maybe where is it? Maybe this would look nicer up there. Let's get that. Yeah, I like that. Looks a little bit nicer. No, the big manor should have its own outhouse. I know. I'm just saying, should there be like a little pathway connecting the two? Because I don't want it to be connected via, like, you know, they'd use the same outhouse, but there's like a little path. But I'm kind of leaning towards no, so I think that's what the answer is going to be. Is no. I'm getting kind of hungry. I haven't eaten since breakfast. It is 2:56, which isn't terribly terrible. I would like to get myself some dinner here sometime soon. Alright. So that looks alright. I think I'm going to add a little bit more of this softer gravel down to this area down there. I just think it needs that variation. A little bit more stuff going on, you know? So something like that I think looks good. Just enough. Alright, let's make sure we can walk up that thing smoothly. Beautiful. Small shipbox looks way better than a 3x3 ship we had somewhere else. Oh, come on, man. It looks great. I love this thing. I love it. I think that this is a fantastic representation of a very well-built outhouse. Okay, so I'm going to put a little woodshed right here. I think would look cool. Cool. I think I'm going to do a very typical design. I don't see any reason to go full... I don't know. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab some more rock types. I'm just going to make... let's just do it all out of gravel for now. And if we decide to do otherwise later on, then we will do otherwise later on, of course. So, yeah, this is going to be the woodshed. I need logs. Logs. Alright. There's that. And then there's that. The question is, do I want it? I suppose we'll just make it one, just like that. There's really no reason to go too wide. Not with this thing. There we go. Maybe right of the wall, the cabin. The reason why I don't want to do that is because we got all these little drainage ditches things there. I just think it would be better to keep it more open over there. But I think this is gonna look good. I think it's gonna look good, and just let me get it sorted out here. And here we go back to using cheaty roofs. You guys do realize that's what this is, right? These are cheaty roofs. This is exactly what they are. You know what? Maybe we can do this instead. Something a little bit more significant, yet not overly complex at the same time. So something like that with these in the middle. And then on the back side, we can use the same kind of thing we did last time. Let's use that wood block, wherever it is. This one right here will do. Okay. We'll just go ahead and throw that in like so. Bloop, 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 and bloop. Okay. Do that there as well. And then on the front side, we don't really need to go full crazy on it, so we could just go ahead and do this. Like that. And we can put more firewood in there, if we so desire. And I also want to use these spruce railings back here, as we did on the other shed. I think it really gives us a nice little, a better look back there, I think. And then another thing to really bring this out is using a mixture of woods to give it a little bit more fluff. Because right now it's a little just, you know, bland. So by doing this, it will help fix that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. And will this work? Too thick. Too thick and too crazy. Unless if we did this here. Which isn't a terrible idea. I think the only way that that's gonna work is if we do this right like that, but I don't really want to do that. It's a little bit odd looking, if you know what I mean. I don't know, that's... I've seen worse. I have seen worse. Maybe right at the wall of the cap. There we go. Turn up the music. This song is fire! Crank it up. Fine, I'll crank it up. How about that? No, not quite that loud. There we go. And now I'll just shut up. What a good song. What a proper song. Am I right, guys? I'm just trying to narrate the song. Am I doing a good job, guys? A wagon wheel back there. Okay, music's over. Now we gotta turn the music back down and find that perfect spot again that you guys are all gonna be complaining about. Next up, Dragonborn on this volume, please. Alright, so, yeah, I think that's alright. Maybe a little log stuck in there. Something like this. Yeah. See, the one thing I'm not a huge fan of is how this kind of, well, I guess we could do this because we do have those. Yeah, that's good. I do want to use, where is it? There is it. There it is. I think that this will make it look a lot better. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Aha, there we go. Alright, so now that makes it look like it mixes into the surroundings a little bit better. A little bit more naturally, which is what we are looking for. How long have we been streaming? 2 hours. Alright, so I need to reset the replay here. There we go, an hour and 51. Sweet! We got a good recording there. Actually, I think I might... No, this will be a last segment replay, and then I will get off. I was gonna say I was gonna take a break, but I think I'll just keep pushing through And then once we're done this segment of replay, then I will be done for the day. Because I have things I would like to do, like eat. Eating is a good thing. Right, guys? Am I right? Am I right? I am right about that. Absolutely. Alright, so what we need to do is make this a little bit more natural, of a natural incline here. Path look like it's supposed to go this way. So that needs to come down like that. Needs to come down there. This is a little bit unnatural there, but what we could do to fix that is use that like so. I like it. Do it to Dugan, our hero and our hero's Dugan. Yes, I am just ignoring you at this point. That is the truth. Oh no, but that would require me to do more clicking. I don't want to do more clicking. I just want to build my house. Let me build my house. Can I build my house in peace? We are poor people for cake. Yes. Or are we? Or are we? That is a, let's ponder that for a little bit. Are we poor people? I would say not. We all have computers. We all have places to live. The shed needs an axe. Ah, yes. Well, we do need a place to chop wood. Actually, what I could do, since we do want something hanging up against the wall, I could do a pile of logs against the wall over here. So something like that. And then we could put that right, I suppose, right there. Okay. I do want to make this look a little bit more, I don't know how to do it though. And we'll go ahead and grab an axe. The axe right there. Yeah, I don't know what else we could do to make that look more firewoody. And maybe this would look alright. Something like that. Yeah, it looks like a pile of logs, I think. Push that out right there. Yeah, it's fine. Can't walk through there now, though. Gotta jump over the logs. On with server. I'm not active on a server. This is on single player. I know it looks like a plot world, but it's a downloaded world. I took it off of a server because I experienced issues while building on servers, and so I just prefer the building alone thing for now. But there is plans in the future. Oh, by the way, guys, I need to show you the current progress on our map for our world. Let me go ahead and figure out how to do this right quick. And add another display. I'm going to do display capture. Alright, we'll just, whatever, that's fine. And display 0. Display 1. Aha, there we go. Alright. So let me turn that off for a second. Let me go over here. Wait, did I? I didn't. Okay. Give me a second here, guys. I just got to open up the image over here. If I can find it. I'm going to sign in. Alright. Oh, wait, no, it's this one. Aren't you working? What? No, that is... Why aren't you working? Goodness gracious. Why are things so complicated, guys? Alright, so I suppose I will go the full mile Let me go over here, and then open up that, and then find that. And then there we go. I'll go ahead and take you, open you up. And you guys ready? Prepare yourself. Well, actually, no. I'm going to change this display capture over to my other display. Okay. Close that. Put this over there. Man, this has been quite the process. And then we need to close that again. And goodness gracious. There we go. This is the current progress of our map. I found this really cool map making tutorial that I really liked. And it gave me this idea to do this, what we see right here, right now. Let me actually put that down below the overlay. There we go. And there we go. But yeah, as you can see, this is the map. We got the snow up there, and we got, this is like all the different things here. Let me show you one other thing here. There is one more thing that will help you guys see the plan a little bit more efficiently. There we go. So this is kind of our rundown. We got the rundown of all these different things here. Can you try to quick in-game scene fix? I'm working there for the shaders. You might get sick of surface setting, water parallax off. Okay, yeah, I'll try that next thing they're serving. I keep kicking my computer down below. But yeah, so we got all snow up here. We've got Valsgard, Versia, Ron. This is like the beginning of the Empire there. Sunderlands, Vinderheim, Iddergland, Castell, Airglast, Ithglast, Rodenrock. But yeah, that's Abathon. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did there over with this over here. Crine would be right here. Right there, in that little area of rocks kind of jutting out in the ocean there. I was thinking it was going to be up here, but I prefer it more down this area. And also Seabridge is right here. That's Seabridge, my build. And then Lumiere would be somewhere in this area. I still need to fix that right there. But yeah, Lumiere that we're building right now would be somewhere in this vicinity, kind of in the middle of the Sunderlands. This is all Photoshop there, Pirate Lord. Goodness. Man, everything's so, like, everywhere. But yeah, so that is that. Turn that off, and back to our game. Alright, let's get back to this. Oh yes, and let's go ahead and go to Chateau's. Go to MOP, shader options, surface options, and water parallax off. Alright, let's see what we got. I got 39 FPS. It is not 60 FPS. Yeah. That's why I kind of like, currently I'm really liking this Weris because it does give us, like literally I'm getting 60 to 80 FPS with this shader. I mean, it's a low quality shader, especially with the water, but I mean, it's bearable because it's still clean. It's not terrible. I'm nerving to come every stream. Come on, continue building crying even if it wasn't for a long time. How you get on to build like in this style? How you get on to build like in this style? What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed crying there, Ernst League for sure. It was a great build. It just got too messy. Like, I could not settle on anything. And it ended up just being a major problem. Oh, I still need to replace 4. There we go. But yeah, it just got way too messy. And way too big of a project. You know, having to get a whole new PC. What are we working on today? I'm sorry to hear that, Sky Boys. But yeah, we are working on the manor house currently. Working on the details outside. And I think our next stream, whenever that might be, maybe, I don't know. Tomorrow is like a major iffy kind of spot. I really don't know if tomorrow is going to work for us. But yeah, there'll definitely be another stream sometime here in the future, of course. But whenever the next stream will be, that is when we're going to finish the interior of the house. I'm gonna put a few pine needles here underneath this tree, as I would say that is realistic for under a tree that uses or has pine needles as its leaves. Right? Right. Okay. Need some grass. Some of that. I think a lilac would be cool. Alright, I'm gonna put a lilac right about there. I'll buy it there. I'll buy it. Nope, can't even put buy it there. Okay, so I need to put something else there. Put that there. Hey. I think something dead would be cool there. Instead of that. There we go. Put that right like that. Nice. Alright, Pirate Lord. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. See you on the next one. And that looks good enough to me. Put that right there. You guys getting tired of me saying, I'll put that there, put that there, and we'll put that there. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are getting kind of annoyed by that. So anyways, not too bad. I just want to make this place look a little bit more overgrown. I think that we actually need a bush there of some type. Something like that. Like maybe just a branch from that tree is like really kind of dipped down and curved around. I think that looks pretty good. Makes the atmosphere look enclosed. Zensorium, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. Great to have you. Not super liking this here though. We need something there, but I don't want it to be another one of those. Maybe a dead bush. There we go. I mean, at least it works. Will the world you just showed have fountains? Honestly, most likely yes there, Fruitcake, because there's going to be a lot of Roman type, like, you know, technology and things, so that makes sense. I said that there isn't really a block that represents pine cones. I know, right? Oh, there's a yawn. Oh, a stretch too. Check Discord for the correct settings that should go to the shader packs directly. If you don't get 50 plus FPS now, I'm gonna suicide. I hope not. But I'll check it out after the stream there, Servine, and give that a test. I do believe that this right here should be like a really vibrant garden. So I'm gonna seriously like deck this place out. Like this here is going to be just overgrown with really neat looking flowers. We're going to use bright leaves. I think birch leaves might actually be a good way to really bring this out. We need buttercups, whatever those are. I guess rose bushes would be cool. Angelica. And I guess some Harland flowers. Okay, so this is just going to be overgrown. Alright. And we're just going to throw just lots of random flowers and neat looking things in here. Because I just want to make this place overgrown. They've really gone the full extra mile to make this place just really, really, really nice. And then all along the inside here, we're gonna do 1 block tall plants. So like nap, whatever that is, whatever that is, whatever that is, whatever that is. Okay. Put that there, that there. Thistle. Oh, I already have thistle, so right there. Like that, and then I suppose we'll put another one of those right there, and another thistle right there. So that is kind of what I had in mind, but I do believe that this block right here should have something like a bird bath, I would suppose. Something smaller though, like a new well cap. We'll go ahead and do that, and then a water thing on top, like so. There we go. Where's that positive we had in the beginning? Yeah. There's not many blue flowers around Lumiere. I suppose that is true. We don't have really any blue flowers, do we? We got blue orchids. There we go. Blue, harebell. Alright, so we'll go ahead and switch out a few of these. We'll put blue there. And we'll put some blue down there. Some blue right there. How's that sound? A little bit more blue. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And what else can we put in here to really make this thing rock? I suppose some kind of darker, mossy looking block down here would be cool. Maybe this. Not bad. Here's for firewood storage. Yes, it is, isn't it? It's a daring spot, is it not? But no, it is up from the river though, or up from the creek, so it wouldn't get flooded. I don't think it's too bad. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think we really need to do anything else with this area. I suppose we could go ahead and give this place a little bit more detail here. Just kind of throw in a little bit of that thing there. I think that's really all we can do. Okay. Acceptable. That is acceptable. I do want to put like a little bench here somewhere. I just don't know how to implement it well. Which hobbies could the owner of a manor have? That's a good question. Which hobbies, or what hobbies could this guy have? My own. All right there, Ader. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. All right, what else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, we need a little bench around somewhere. But yeah, like, that's a good question. Is what hobby would this guy have? Well, he could be fishing. We got a little fishing area down here. That's a nice little hobby for anybody. I think all of that area is done, actually. I'm pretty excited about that. Just go ahead and throw something like that there. Give that a little bit more something going on. Why does that change to dirt? What are those blocks? Oh, it's coarse dirt. Okay. So there we go. That fixes that. How mythical is the world? Witcher-like, or just humans and elves and other humanoids? It's more of a mixture of Witcher, Skyrim, and Lord of the Rings. It's like all three mixed together kind of thing. So I guess more fantasy. MKDX, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Red Clan. Great to have you. See, I need to go all the way down along this creek and fix it all. Like, I don't have any... This was done before the mod update, so I don't have any of the crazy blocks to make it really come alive. I really like this. I really like it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Maybe we could actually do this. I don't think it's gonna work though. Nope, not gonna work. Okay. Maybe give him a wood shop. That's a good idea actually, but there's really nowhere to put it. No, I don't want to do a wood shop because then we'd have to reutilize this barn thing. I don't really want to destroy that because we already have a carpenter. Like, what other hobbies? I mean, see, the farming is free time. Yeah, I know, but like, what other things could we do that's not exactly that would require a huge amount of redoing? That's what I'm looking for. I don't want to really redo everything just to add in something. The little water housey thingy. Oh, this right here. Yeah, the little, like, what is that? Pier, I guess. I don't know. Just a little thing to sit over the water. Like, just imagine how peaceful this would be. Like, just sitting here, watching the water, listening to it go by. Dr. Potato Fish, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. Yeah, pooping outhouses. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the outhouse now. I think that's a swell idea. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm gonna grab my bushes. I'm gonna grab this, and we're going to make it very... Okay. So this is my idea. We're gonna make it kind of up against the hill here. And we're gonna surround... well, it'd be kind of weird to just like... Well, no matter what you do, you're still gonna be looking down on the outhouse from up here. So maybe I'll just overgrow this area. Like, just make it overgrown with bushes and things. Alright, so... let's change all that over. And then what I want to do is grab some of this mossy dirt. We're just going to go ahead and throw a little bit of that right in like so. Okay. And this is my idea. I just got to finish putting it together first. I'm going to round it out a little bit more, something like that. And we're going to kind of make it to the side. So that way it's kind of enclosed and away from everything. And then we can use this stuff on top to make it look a little bit more appetizing. Not that a outhouse area should look appetizing or anything. Maybe with our exotic animal or just with his normal horse. Ooh, exotic animals is actually a really neat idea. We do have an area back here where they can kind of do that. Like, we could put it right here and then kind of fence it in. I think having some exotic animals would be interesting. But, like, how would we represent exotic animals, though? Like, not, like... Oh, maybe a Dovecote. That could totally be it. We'd have a Dovecote right here. We need a Dovecote. That would be awesome. Like, that's a hobby within itself, taking care of pigeons. Oh man, that's an awesome idea. We could put it right there. Make it like a round little birdhouse, put a lot of pigeons inside. That's a really, really good idea. Meat brewery could work with all those flowers nearby. Thinking brewery might be easier to represent than an exotic zoo. Well, I was just thinking a Dovecote back there would be totally freaking awesome. Alright, but yeah, this right here is going to be where the outhouse is. Or something like that. And then we're going to go ahead and put the Outhouse right here. It's going to be a 2x2. So I'm going to have to come up with a design for this. So that is going to be the hole that goes down to the abyss. The very stinky spot. We'll just call it the stinky spot. This is going to be the stinky spot. And we'll do our typical representation using ants. And I think we'll use some muddy dirt around the sides. Like so. And then we'll go ahead and do some woody thingies. Or maybe we can do railings. Yeah, Dovecote I think is going to be really, really, really good. I'm actually quite stoked for that. Then we need the trap door. That one right like that. We need the stairs. Put that right there. And then we need to do this. Like so. I need to find a good floorboard looking thing. And I think this might be our option. Oh, I need to do this. That's what I was... Took me a while to think about what I wanted to do. Okay, we got that. Alrighty, so now on the sides, we need to use some kind of wall looking thing, and I would say something like maybe painted wood. Some kind of painted wood. Let's try, I don't know, green. Let's just give green a go. We'll make it too tall. We'll just go ahead and plop this thing in like so. I would like to give it like a little bit of a window. Like there obviously needs to be some type of... There needs to be something to let the air out. Is there a mason yet? Not on the plots, but you can imagine they'd probably have a mason off somewhere in the distance. I think what we're gonna do is just go ahead and do this design again because it just is. It's just so efficient when you want to do like a little vent or something. It just works, you know. I think I'm gonna do it the other way though. Well, yeah, we'll do it the other way. We'll do it this way, like this. Even though it's not as nice, it'll make sense here in a second. See, there it closes, whereas on the other side it did not. So what I need to do now is put a door here. I would imagine door like this would probably be nice. We're just gonna have to world edit it in. There we go. And then we need our clothes hanger. Put that right there. I suppose we're gonna have to put that back now. There we go. Put that there and that right. Why can't I? Why can't? Oh, I can do it. I can touch it. Yes. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. And I also need the railings. Bro, you gotta read all my idea that he could be an entertainment artist on the wedding celebration thing. Oh, no, I do like that, earnestly. But I kind of like the idea here specifically, making him more of a, just a Dovecote. But I think if we're gonna do an entertainment artist, it'll be like a traveling deal, which I do believe we have room for. Like over here in this area, like maybe right here would be a great spot for like that, because this is already where animals are. But I do like your idea. But I believe that exotic animals would be more of a traveling affair. Please open. It opens the wrong way. Come on. Come on. Can't be doing this to me. So I suppose what we're gonna have, no, I can't even do that, so I guess we're gonna have to do this. Okay. Well, before I do that, let's go ahead and finish the inside here. I need to put like a chair or something over that. I think this will do. Right there. Yeah, this is the hole right there. I don't think there's really anything else I need to do there. But yeah, so we're gonna do that and that. That there, and put this right there. And now that opens the right way. Nice. Nice. Take that out. Sweet. I like it. Maybe a broom and bucket inside. Awesome, Power. Thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. But it just wouldn't be like it wouldn't be something that would be here all the time there, Ernstly. I just feel like it would make more sense to have it more as a traveling type thing. Not as necessarily a circus or something, but like they'd have like a wagon cage thing, and then they'd have like all the different animals, not all the different animals, but they'd have maybe 1 or 2 different types of animals. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do there is actually take that out, put that right there. Same thing with right there. It's kind of annoying that you can see the back, but not much you can do about it. Vasa, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Also, a little bit of gravel up to it would be cool. So something like this. So we can just kind of follow the path kind of deal. I think that looks pretty good. Well, I can't really put it over there now, so it has to be over here. I'm not going back through my previous areas to revise or add anything in. If I go through any other of my old areas, it's just going to be to update things. It's not going to be to add anything. Pretty hardcore about that. I don't want to make this any more crazier than it already is. Okay, that definitely helps. We definitely need like that little bushy thing there. I'm just kind of throwing grass in. I don't really have any method to this. I suppose we should try to give it a little bit more interest in here. Just something like that. I don't think really needs to be anything more. Put that there instead. Or a broom and a bucket outside. Ooh, yes, a little bucket outside would be a good idea. A little something to clean out the little stuff in there. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then, like I said, ooh, see this back here, I don't like that. How do we cover this up? Maybe we don't even need to. Maybe just something like that. I just don't know. There's no real way to cover that up. So I'll just say that's okay. But yeah, I am going to be doing your idea, Ernst. For sure. Don't worry about that. We will be doing an exotic animal type of like enclosed area. Just for here, I like the idea of doing it being a little bit more, you know, something that would be here all the time. And I don't feel that exotic animals would be, you know, then it wouldn't be as exotic anymore. I do know that there are people that have exotic animals, you know, all the time. You know, they have like these little places, but refuges, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna work here specifically. Hard for you Americans. That it is. That it is. That it is. We Americans don't have the pronunciation skills. Okay, so yeah, that looks pretty good. One thing I do want to do is do something like this to give us a little bit more of an enclosed area. So something like that, just to make it seem a little more interesting, you know? So just something like that. I wonder if this would look any good up there. It doesn't connect. But I think that it just has a little bit of a Shazam that just makes it look a little bit more interesting. Put that up there. Maybe we could put that like that, you know, just add a couple around just to make it look a little more bushy. That like that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay. Maybe make the entrance a little nicer where the bushes open up. Yeah, kind of like this right here. You kind of like, it's kind of enclosed almost, which is what we're trying to go for. Like, we're trying to make it more of a kind of a shady affair. Not a shady affair, but just a, you know, not, you don't really want to see the outhouse directly, especially when you're sitting over here in this really nice garden area. It would just be nicer to have a little bit more peaceful than that. Okay, one other thing I want to do is make this a little bit more muddier here, because this would not see the light, would not see the sun very well. And usually places that are high in moisture and low sunlight would likely turn into a very muddy type of environment. So I'm going to use some of our things here to make it look a little bit more muddy. As long as I can find a way to do this. See, I gotta destroy those. I do not want clothes hanging on. Thank you very much. I suppose a little bit of podzol back here would look nice too. Yeah, I do think the podzol really does add a neat little touch. So we're gonna do mud and podzol. So I'm just going to take those clothes hangers out for now until we're done with this. Go ahead and throw a little bit more of that in there. Okay. All covert. Yes! Covert little bathroom. That's exactly what we're trying to do there. We also want some of this mossy dirt, especially towards the fringes, meaning the outside of all this. Just kind of throw that in certain areas, because we don't want it to be solid grass. But since this area probably would not see sun all that often, it just makes sense to kind of muddy it up a little bit like that. It also looks a lot better in general. Just gives us a little bit more of that shadowing. It's kind of like a painting again. You know, you put shadows where shadows go, and you put highlights where highlights go. And there probably wouldn't be much tall plants back here or anything, so it probably makes sense not even to put any plants back. There we go. We just kind of throw that stuff around, just kind of... Well, I suppose we gotta put these back, so... There we go. I think that just adds a nice little border between the ground and the house there. Please do the Dovecote this stream. I want to see how you do it. How long will the stream go? Probably till I'm just done this area here. I'm not planning on doing too much more than that. You got a jacket hanging on the side of the house by the mud you're looking on. I gotta do that. Okay. Alright, so a few dead bushes back here would be nice. So maybe a dead bracken, and then maybe a dead bush or two. I think I'll do this. Dead bush of grass. So we'll just do that there. A little bit of bracken right there. Same thing right there. And then a few more dead grasses around. Just kind of scattered. Okay, I think that does it. That makes that area look so much better. And it's right in the shadow of the house too, so that is a rather important thing as well. Alright, so, we got all that. We got to figure out how to border over here and what to do over here exactly. Because it's kind of hard to build any cohesive type of thing when you're working with hillsides. It just kind of, it dips too much. And that creates a little bit of a problem. Alright. So I think I'm going to bring that down, actually, and we're going to do that right there. And I do want to make these a little bit more diversified there. Something like that. It's not too bad. I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Dovecote. Yes, eventually, yes. Let's see. What else are we going to do? We're not going to do the Dovecote here. Okay, well, yeah, let's just do the Dovecote then. So I'm just going to kind of flatten this area out a little bit in preparation for our Dovecote. Right, I think that is flat enough. All right, we got plenty of room for this thing. The entrance to it is going to be right here. I'm not sure yet there, Andrew Long. I haven't really thought of it much. But I'll look into that here eventually. Just want to get to my Dovecote here real quick. Okay, so the plan is we're going to use this block here. Before we do that, actually, we're going to first set a foundation. So we know exactly what we are going to do. So typically when I think of Dovecotes, they have a stone foundation. I think I'm going to go out to there. It's going to be a big thing. No small deal here. I think what we're going to do is make it a little bit more round. I just hope that we can use this design for my intended idea. The idea I have. Alright, so... You know, we actually could do this, but use beams for the corners. And then do that like so. I don't know, it just looks weird at that point. I don't want to use beams. How am I gonna do this? Let's just do it the basic way for now, and then we can add in the depth and detail and things later on. I'm just gonna do this very basic right now. And then once I visualize it, then I will have an idea of how to make it work better. You know, I could have done this a much easier way, but meh. This'll work just fine. Alright, so what I'm going to do is use the trapdoors that we have somewhere in our inventory, which I thought was in this inventory. Isn't it? It's not. There it is. Haha, okay. See, I want to make it round. Right now it's just gonna, it's completely square, but I'm going to make it round. The plan is to make it round. See what happens. Alright. I just gotta figure out how to do it. Alright, so now that we have it kind of blocked in, we can go ahead and take it from there down to there and set air. Move that. Alright, so now how do I make this look round? How do I make it round? Round. Gersh. Alright, there is one idea I have. We could do it this way. So let's give that idea a quick go. Still, it might... Maybe if we did this, actually. If we went out one... Well, we can't even do that, can we? Yeah, we can't even go out one more block. And we won't even be able to build anything on the inside if we do it this way. We won't be able to put any doves in here or anything. I think what we're gonna have to do is actually make this even bigger. Not that I want to. I don't want to make this bigger, but it's gonna look really derp. All right, I think we're gonna do this differently. I wanted to use this wood, but it's just not going to work this route. So I think we're gonna have to go the fancy route. The fancy route, here we come. All right, so this time I'm going to use stone. But it's just gonna be huge. I don't see this working either. That's gonna be massive. But I mean, it looks like an aviary, so I mean, it could work. Maybe we could change the stone to wood. And also kind of push it down a little bit more. But I think this idea is closer to a good idea than our last one. It's just not going to fit as well. Well, I mean, your images would look different than my images, but yeah, just give me a second here. I think what we'll do is, this actually might be a good idea. We could still use this block like this. And then the entrance can be right here. Or actually, no, that's gonna have to be how that is. And what we could do for these is actually make them into corner blocks, and it would make it look more round. Yeah, I'm liking this. This is gonna look like a proper Dovecote. It's gonna look massive, but it's gonna look interesting. Because they turned out so fancy and look right between. Let's see, here we go. Yes. See, this Lumiere just generally is a very fantasy type thing. So that's why I think that our current idea might fit. So I'll just keep throwing this together here. And if we don't like it, then we don't like it. Plus, I can make a tree in here. Like a little fake tree and put a bunch of doves on it. Or maybe like a hawk or something. Well, technically this doesn't look like a Dovecote. It's more of like one of those hawk-looking things. Like where the hawks would be. An aviary. That's what it is. Okay. Used to be the Queen's personal zoo. Tower of London used to be the Queen's personal zoo. Nice. Okay. See, I like this idea, and you'll see why in a minute here, guys. Just let me develop this a little bit more. Because this will give me two things that I can do. One, so that there's a place for all the pigeons to live, and two, so that there's a place for them to kind of fly around and... Well, maybe this could be just an aviary. What do you guys think? A Dovecote or an aviary? Like maybe he could have hawks in here. Yeah, you gotta cupola too, where they get flat. Yes. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work either. Huh. Because the roof itself... Maybe. 2X, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. Great to have you. Yeah, that's just going to cause a problem there. See, unless if we did this, I mean, this could technically work. My current idea. Okay. That there. See, this is going to be too small. Maybe not, actually. This might work. It's not going to all be out of the stone, by the way, guys. I know you guys are probably all like, oh my gosh, it looks horrible. Okay, and then the top, oh, well, no, we could still do this. We could still go up with stone. And then what I was thinking for this part is we could use some beams. Let's say dark oak beams, possibly like that. Alright. So I'll just keep throwing this away around. Throwing this around like that. I know it looks really, really weird right now. I see potential in this, though. I do see potential. Alright, so now that we got that, now we can go ahead and add in a kind of roofy looking thing. Well, before we do that, actually, let's figure out what we're gonna do here. See, this, I kind of had the idea to do little homes, like little pigeon homes like this. So all the way down to there. So all of these would be like little pigeon roosts. And then one thing we could do to make it look a little bit more pigeony is put these on each one. Like that. And you can just kind of pretend that each one of those little holes is, well, yeah, pigeon roost. There's another way we could do as well. Well, I don't know about that, actually. No, that's not going to work. Worth a shot, though. Go ahead and do the same thing going up there. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're obviously going to have to figure out a way to make, you know, everything look a little more in sync, like what it's supposed to look like. It will eventually. We're just going to throw it in. Kevin, how you doing? My man, my main man, my pig man. How you doing? Pigland. All right, so some kind of roof. I think we're just going to go typical. I think we're going to do red. And we got to kind of climb that up a little bit. So let's just do this around first. My pig man. And we got to dome it a little bit more in the corners. That's a pretty important feature. When you're making a dome, you want to make it look domed, you know? Yeah, no, yes, okay. All right there, Earnslig. See you soon. Okay, we'll go all the way around like that. And yeah, I do believe we need to use those nests there, Kevin. I'll get there eventually. I'll have to do a redesign though. Not quite sure what I will do, but I am sure that we will figure it out. As per usual. Okay. Let's just throw that in around like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and make those into that. I think that it might be better to do this at the top to sort of bring it together a little bit more. Yeah, I think that'll look even better if we do this. Like the wood shelf thing. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so we got our cupola up here. And what we're going to do with that is throw these bad boys here on top and then connect them like that. And then we need some kind of maybe rustic. Will this work? That looks like you could, doves could fly out of that, right? I think so. And maybe there would be a way to like close the, like maybe there's a way to close the doors up here so that the doves would stay in. Because mainly this cage is to keep animals from getting in. So then the doves can still kind of live in peace, kind of thing. Although the thing is they're not really protected from the outside with this method, which is like a huge thing that's kind of important for dovecotes, is that they would be protected from wind. And what we have currently would not protect doves from wind. So that is yet another issue that we're going to have to consider. That's like the whole reason about having a dovecote. Place of shelter. And right now it's like completely open. What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? Let's bring that down here. Go ahead and throw this in. Like so. Put that right there, that right there. And then you can imagine the spike on top and such. That is kind of how that would look. And of course it will have the border up there. Use the shutters. Oh yes, the shutters, Kevin. Glorious. Shutters. That is beautiful. Watch this, guys. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh. That literally will save the day. Do I want to do that on the outside? Do I want to... Maybe what I should do is instead just do the shutters on the outside. So instead of using these cages, we can just use the shutters, like this. Kevin, you're the beast. You are a beast. Alright. And then I wonder, will this look good like that? It'll make it, yeah, it makes it look more round. And then we're gonna have to figure out a way to make the shutters look more diversified. Like maybe what we could do is break it up a little bit by putting a wooden trap door in the middle. So something like this, possibly. Something like that. And see, another thing that's gonna really make this look better is the roof border on the top. That's gonna really change the look of this. I'm right now working on a dovecote. Because that's like the hobby of this guy, as he takes care of doves, which is really needed in our in Lumiere as a place for a dovecote. And we just got a great idea to use these shutters. I think we're gonna use, that is the dark shutters that I'm using. They don't seem very dark though. Huh. Yeah, they're definitely not very dark. But I do like this, using these corner blocks around like that. I think that does add a really neat little feature there. And we will be making the foundations look more interesting here soon. Like, one thing that could really bring this together is doing something like this. And we're going to be using different textures, of course. It's just right now we're just kind of throwing it together so that it can be done, or at least have an idea of what we want to do. So we put that there. Put that right there. I'm liking it. Alright. But yeah, then we could also use the shutters. Like, maybe there's some way we can use these. Like, maybe it could be up here. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to implement these. Come on. There we go. So maybe something like that, possibly. I wonder if it will look... Maybe it'll look good the whole way down. Maybe not the whole way down. No, I don't think that looks good. Maybe just like that. Maybe just the top one. And then we could have a few of them open, so you could go on the inside and then just open them like that. The only problem is they glitch, which is a pretty significant problem, I would say. Yeah, they do. I think what we could do to fix that is use railings. Put that here on the inside. You won't really be able to see it on the outside, of course, but on the inside at least looks a little bit better. But yeah, let's go ahead and do the roof border now. I think that's gonna really bring this whole thing together, is bordering the roof. So I think we'll use, I don't know, rustic wood maybe? No. Usually I've been using just the spruce blocks with this block here, which tends to be a pretty good idea, so I think I'm gonna keep doing it. So over each of the windows, we'll do this. Let's see, there we go. All right, and then in between each of these, we'll go ahead and do... I wonder if a directional capital would look any good. Would a directional capital look any good there? I don't think so. So what I'm thinking what we're going to do instead is do this. All right, and then we'll do that and that, bloop bloop, and then take those out, bloop and bloop. I don't like it because I think the beam blocks are just too much. There has to be a way to transition that properly. Like, I don't think this is going to do. Oh, I know what we could do. We could use something fancy there. Something like the Nordic block, or this block here. Like a carved block there. Just to transition between the diorite and such. Alright, so now let's try this again. But I think instead we can use this block underneath. You know, I am kind of leaning towards the directional capital. Except for right here. I think we're going to use clothes hangers for there. In fact, maybe the whole thing. You know, all the in-between spots could be shutters. Let's first change... let's change that over to that first. All the way around. Yeah, I think the clothes hangers are going to be our option there. We just keep going around like so. And we are golden. And then I'll add one more little half slab on top of each of those stair blocks so that it doesn't look flat. Because that's our current issue. So yeah, then we'll just go ahead and add a little half slab on top of each of those. Beautiful. Okay, I am liking it. And then we just gotta do this up here, which will be that, 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 and that. We can go ahead and take a trap door and put those along like so. And then we need to put something along here. I think those maybe come out a little bit too much. Welcome back there, fruitcake. And then maybe we could put more shutters up there as well. Let's see here. So we can just go ahead and do this maybe. Well, the problem with that is we still got that spot there, which isn't going to fill in, so I don't think that's going to really work. But yeah, I do have a problem with this. I don't... Maybe we could use these? Make a little bit thicker. They're just too far out. What about beams instead of stairs on the tower? Beams are all well and good, but they don't transition. That's the issue there. Maybe these would be better. That doesn't look very good either. It's not working. Does this have its own launcher, or can you get it on the Twitch app and is it updated in 1.12? You can use it using the... This is the Conquest Reforged mod. It requires a mod, but it's not on... Wait, what do you mean? Twitch app? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about there, Lotus Pod. But if you do !mods, it'll provide you a link to the download. 2 and 3. Beautiful. But yeah, what we're really going to need to do is come up with some ways to make this look more appetizing. But yeah, I think all the way along the top, having these will look really nice. It's a great transition. Also, I think up here, these should look a little bit nicer. I think even using... No, I don't want to use those. It has to be a fence piece of some type. But big enough for birds to fly through. Like, big enough for pigeons, but small enough that hawks and other such aerial predators can't make it through there. I don't know how to do that. Is custom map I already got one? Still somewhere. Jarwin, I have no clue, Jarwin. I have no clue. Alright. Keep getting texts. I think my wife is wondering what I'm doing. I'm streaming! Okay, she wants me to feed the cat. I shall feed him very soon. Hey there, NelsCon. How you doing? Welcome. You can download mods for Minecraft on Twitch using the desktop app. A lot of them. Not that I know of there, Lotus. I've never heard of that, so I'm not going to say that we don't do that, but I just haven't heard of it yet, so I just assume not. But yeah, I think that this really helps. Making it more round like that. I am liking it. I am liking it. Alright, so we need to... I think it's okay to make it all diorite too. I don't think that's a huge problem. I still don't like this though. The transition is just really bad. Oh my gosh. Maybe we could do railings up here instead. Let's give this a try. I need to go on the inside. This is going to be really funky trying to get in here and doing this, but we'll give it our best shot. Oh my gosh, come on. Why don't they connect? Seriously? Are you serious? You serious? Okay, let's just see if this works. I suppose I can just do one side and then just check it from there. So let's see. Will that method work? I do believe what we need to do is flip it like that. Now let's go back outside. Block the painter's view. No, I think it's actually a really good addition. Once we finish it and everything, I think that's going to be a great addition there. We are an open community. Yes. Where can I private message you? Yeah, anywhere. Discord, Twitch. I usually catch messages wherever I can. But no, yeah, Twitch, I usually, right after the stream, I usually see those. So if you PM me here, it's probably a good place. Also, Twitter. Well, you can't PM me on Twitter. Facebook, I always get on Facebook. Stuff like that. Yeah, I do like that. I just feel like the stone is a little bit too light. We need some other type of stone up here. What is the building to the left? What do you mean, Feather Run? What building? Is this over here is a house? Is that what you're talking about? But yeah, this is the Dovecote to this house. This house takes care of the doves here. Alright, so now I need to finish all of this, if I can. There we go. Just continue these shutters all the way around. 2 and 3. Okay. Beautiful. And we'll do another one over here. I'm doing these the right way, right? Yes. Okay, good, good, good. Dang it! Dang you! There we go. Alright, we are getting somewhere, guys. What am I building? I am building a Dovecote. A place for the doves. So they can be all happy and warm and place. Sheltered from the elements and from foxes and other very notoriously aggressive predators. Where is it? There it is. Okay. We'll just go ahead and finish those going down like that. I do want to make more places for the doves on the inside. Alright, so that's going to be our next goal, is to try to figure out how to make... I suppose we could do this, actually. Well, no, see, those don't really look very... I wonder if this would work. Let's just give this a quick little try here. No, that's not going to work there. Maybe if we did this. Okay, and then maybe this along the edges. I'm not going to make it go all the way up though, just up to there. do you guys think about that? Maybe it should be made out of wood. Also, it's right against the window, so it's not very sheltered. So I don't know about that. Maybe some hay mats on the cobbies to make it look like a nest. Well, I can't really do anything in those. As much as I wish as I could. Maybe there could be these. Yeah, this totally gives us a lot more, yeah, we could do that, but out of wood. Let's go ahead and grab some wood here real quick. I would say probably this would probably be a good choice. Yeah, we could go all the way up like this on the inside. And then all of these could be more cubbies for the doves. So, like, there would be these little cubbies right there. Beautiful. So there's just all of these little nooks and crannies. That's kind of the idea of Dovecotes, is just lots of space for the doves to find little homes. This is why it doesn't really matter what the texture of the stone is. I think there could be a better way of doing this, though. But this does give us a lot of extra space. Oh yeah, the wood support blocks. Goodness, that's such a good idea. Support. That's such a good idea. That looks so much better, I think. That's perfect. I can't believe I didn't think of that already. All right, so let's just go ahead and change these over real quick. I'll do each direction individually. But yeah, that looks so much better doing it this route. It makes them look more open as well. Yeah, come on. Okay. See, this is why you guys are here. Yeah, give me some ideas. You can't stop this bush. You can put those bushes and vines growing up the side of the building. Yeah, there's going to be lots of greenery on the outside. Don't you worry. But yeah, I'm only going to be streaming until I'm done this Dovecote, guys, and then I'm going to be getting off. Getting off and feeding the cat. And feeding myself as well. It's usually a good thing to do around the dinner time. Okay, that's looking better. And then we could even do some kind of thing here. Yeah, and I was thinking for bird poop, something I like to do is using frozen dirt and lichen. I think lichen will even work. Yeah, lichen works. And we can mix that with dirt. We're obviously going to be destroying blocks here and there. But yeah, I think that's a nice way of doing that. Just kind of throw that around all over the place. Whoopsie. There we go. And then I would say we could probably do the rest as just normal dirt. Or maybe not normal dirt, maybe soft gravel. Because we don't want to make it all just completely dirt, you know? It would be nice to have some variations to break it up and make it look a little more interesting than that. So that looks pretty good, I would say. We still got to finish all this up here. Grr. Yeah, something like this would be cool. It's just, well, we got to finish this, so. 1, 2. And 1, 2. Sweet. Okay. See, now this up here is like a little, like, fun spot for all these the little buggers. And then we can do beams like this as little roosting spots. But before we do that, let's go ahead and finish up the roof. We got to do the ceiling here. So I need to decide on what we're going to do for that. I usually find doing a lighter color is a pretty cool thing to do. So I'm going to use that. And we're going to use that and that. There we go. Hey there, no sir. How you doing? Welcome. You have email or something like that? I do. It's on my YouTube channel. If you look at my About page on my YouTube channel, it's right there for business inquiries and such. All right. And I will put a full block there and there. Put you right like that. Full block. Like that. Bloop, bloop. And obviously we got to keep one open so that we can get out of here. But before I do that, I want to do this. Also, I want to kind of break up the stone a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of this. Just kind of throwing it around in certain areas. Just to make it seem a little bit more diverse. And then I want to do these little roosting spots. Okay. Right there. And then put you right like that. Beautiful. Gorgeous. I'm doing fantastic there, no sir. Just trying to build the old Dovecote here. Having a ball. Having a great old time. So a little bucket in here would be nice. Man, I'm loving this now. Like this is legit like how this should look, I think. There should be a ladder in here. So like a ladder they would kind of take up and put down things. Like it'd just be one ladder. But I think it should be like that. And then we can use a ladder like this. So just so they can, you know, say there's a dead pigeon up somewhere, they can easily get up to it and take it out. And then we could have like little miscellaneous things around, like a little thing to clean up. So I'd say put that right about there. Okay. Maybe a little bucket of water would make sense. So I'll go ahead and put a bucket in here with some water in it. Some water. There we go. And then we'll put some water in there. Beautiful. A broom, a fountain, shovel, a hanging body, or two fountains. Goodness gracious. One thing I do need to do is I do need to make a transition. Because the bottom should be more dark. And then it should transition up. So I think what we're going to do is we're only going to use two types of blocks. I'm going to use this and then this. All right. And put that there. And that kind of transitions like that. All right. Put that there and that there. Put one more up there. But I do think that having a little bit more of a diverse palette will make this look a little bit nicer. There we go. Put that down. And then we can go maybe 3 up on this one. That. You voice your thought process extremely well. You voice your thought process very well. I don't know about that. I'm not exactly known for being able to voice my what I'm trying to say very well. It's not my expertise. But I am glad that you find it enjoyable or informal, informational, whatever the word is to be described in that situation. Let's see. I'm going to throw in... Ooh, what do I need? This right here. Okay. Beautiful. We do need some dark stone right there. I do think that this, the flaring out of the foundation really makes a huge difference. I do want to add something more in with the diorite. It just seems a little bit bland currently. It's a little too... it's too white. It needs another color, but the problem is any of the other blocks that fit with diorite don't have corner blocks to them, and it will cause a problem. Unless if we can find something else. Well, I guess this diorite, this travertine has what we need. And we could do that just around the top, and then that gives us a solid texture. What do we think about that, guys? Let's just see it from the side here. I think that looks, I think it looks all right. If what I'm saying makes any sense. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad that you like it. Makes me happy. All right, so, just a little more there. And we still need to finish this here, so maybe put that right there and that right. There. Okay. Oh, missed one spot. Missed a spot. Okay, no longer missing. Good enough for me. And then we're gonna have like trees around it and things. A little bit too bright, but only blocks that matches. Yeah. I just don't see any other corner blocks. Okay, what is that even called? That's called corner block. That is what it's called. Corner block. All right, let's go through all of our corner blocks and see if there's anything that might fit a little bit better. Okay, we got light clay. That's one thing. We already tried the travertine. That's what we got now. There's nothing here. We do have the polished diorite. We could use something... Ooh, ideas. Ideas. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I don't think this is going to work. Honestly, maybe not specifically the Ionian capital. Or maybe even the Ionian capital. That doesn't look half bad, actually. I mean, it's not, it's kind of complimentary. I think it works. Very weirdly. It adds a nice little flair to our Dovecote. A very nice, brilliant flair. I still don't like this, though. This really has me annoyed. Maybe if we just kept doing this instead of making them into corner stairs like that. So whatever we do here, it needs to be more... Maybe we could do the same thing, the Ionian capitals up here. Let's give it a try. Okay, so now we're going to use the trapdoor version. I don't know if that's working for us, though. Maybe it would, though. If there's some... Oh, we could use... Oh, yes. We could use railings. Could we? Could this be our answer? And all we'd have to do is that. Put those like that. Put this like that. This might be an answer to all of our problems. Alright, Nelscon, yeah, I'll check that out once I'm finished streaming here. My cat knows that it's time to be fed. He is meowing. I don't know about this. Yeah, I don't like that. I like the idea, but it just doesn't turn out as I would hope it to look. We could still put something. I still like this style though. I like the style that we're going for here. Having it just like that, it really, really, really works. It really brings the style together. It just needs to be perfected. There needs to be a block there. Something of the kind of artistic nature. Maybe, yeah, I think stone's still probably a good thing to use. Like maybe even this engraved stone. No, I don't like that. What else could work there? I don't like this. I know I'm not gonna, yeah, I definitely don't like that. A fancy wood block. Okay, so I suppose we could just go for some kind of wood block. So something like that. See, the only issue I have with this, but we might be able to fix it by doing this. Why is it always clothes hangers? It always seems to be clothes hangers that save the day. Oh my. But if it works, it works. Am I right? And we're going to put a door in this thing. What kind of door do we want? I need a door. Give me a door. Goodness gracious. Give me a freaking door. I suppose it could have a little window in it because it's not super... It's not like... Yeah, that's fine. I like that. What other details can we put in here, do you guys think? Fancy wood block. Clothes hangers are great. Perfect. Fancy wood block. Okay. Details, details, details. We could put a weather vane on top. No reason not to. Adds a nice little thing up there. Now on the inside, I suppose a tool thing would be cool. Here we go. Workbench. Put that right there. Maybe put another one right here. Because I imagine they'd probably have like little things for food in here. Maybe we can represent food somehow. Like maybe that's what they eat. We also gotta, we of course gotta put doves in here. Goodness, like why don't we have doves in here yet? I have no clue where we're even gonna put doves. That's the funny part. What we could do is make little things on the side here. Like this. And then we could put doves in those little sections. It's gonna have to come down more. It's gonna have to be right there. Put a dove right there. Put a dove on the ground. Oh, and we could put, no, we can't even put doves there. Goodness. Like, where do we even put doves? Goodness, guys, like, this is, like, harder than it's supposed to be. There we go. And we can, of course, put perches here on the sides as well. Like, I imagine we could probably do this. And then put a... No, that doesn't even work. Maybe we could just do this. And then put doves up in here. Like that. Okay. I just want to put doves everywhere. Yeah, I turned natural animations off. I'll turn it back on. There we go. At least that way it doesn't seem like everyone's dead. That is most not nice. Not good. I did see clothes hanging from one of these clothes hangers. Where did I see those clothes from? It's just like so much. There's clothes on one of the hangers. Yeah, I saw that. I'm trying to remember where I saw that. Like, I just saw it, like, out of the corner of my eye. But I don't remember. Oh, there it is, right there. Here we go. And the dove up there. We're just trying to throw doves in wherever they can fit. Also, I think these look pretty good. Well, I suppose this looks better. Well, we don't have to do it everywhere. What other detail would you guys say would be in here? Maybe a candle, so that they can see when they're working in here. And then maybe we could do a little bit of this on the floor. Just like that, possibly. It's not too bad. And what else? I can't really think of anything else, to be completely honest. Maybe that thing on the ground. And is there anything else? Anything else? Nope. I can't think of anything. So there we go. We have a Dovecote. See, there we go. And voila. Okay. Yeah. Just close on Dove Towers. Sweet. Okay, so that is our Dovecote. I would say that is a nice little addition to Lumiere. One thing though. Hey, yes. Also, it would be nice to just have a few nests in there. Like, obviously, all those little cubbies would have nests in them. But, you know, we don't have the ability to represent all that. But what we could do is every now and again, like in all these little spots here on the side, we can put like a nest right there. A nest up here would be nice too. Like up here on the top. Just a nest every now and again. And then yeah, some hay would be a great idea, because that's obviously the materials they would be using to make their nests out of. And so the farmer would probably bring in some hay every now and again for the birds to get. So I think we'll just go ahead and throw some hay over here. I think would be a good idea. So I need some different types of hay. All right, there we go. And then we need some of that other block. This block. I know I just made that there, so we gotta take that out, and voila. Good to go. Beautiful. Do you think you will be making the interior of the house on this stream? No. That's, I think we're pretty much at the end of the stream right now. I'm just doing some last minute details before I head off. But yeah. What else can we do here? This right here seems a little bit unnatural. So I want to do something like that. No, we don't like that. Some kind of thing there. I suppose that's okay. To make it look more like just big enough for the doves to get out. Yeah, I like that. That doesn't look half bad, actually. So the doves can get out, but the hawks and other predators cannot get in. Nice. Okay. our latest addition to the plot. But anyways, guys, it's been great. I appreciate you all stopping by and enjoying the stream here tonight. I definitely had a great time, and I hope you guys did as well. Let me see if there's anybody we can host tonight before we leave. I like to spread the love as much as I can. It's always nice. So, is there anyone? I suppose there is. I'm not sure. Is there anybody streaming with Conquest right now? I'm gonna do a quick little run through of the streams and streams down through here and see if there's any Conquest streams that we can go host. So don't leave yet, guys. I mean, let's do a proper raid here. It's always good to do. And Sombrero, welcome to the stream. Thank you for that follow. Great to have you. Conquesters, any Conquesters? Conquesters, come on now. Seriously, why isn't there more people streaming Conquest? Makes no sense to me. How can you not like Conquest? That makes no sense at all. Yeah, I'm still scrolling. Nope. Still nothing. And nothing. And nothing. And nothing. Okay, have a good night, guys. I'll see you next time. Good night.